Blog Talk Radio.
10 years ago, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire
LCS hockey.
Unbelievably, it is here. That night of the year that we all fucking dread. That night of the year where it all dawns on us that this sounded like a good idea. And that night of the year where we realize it wasn't. And although nobody ever seems to request it except for Mike Dell, we still do it every fucking year. Yep. It's time for Cousin Brandon's music review bullshit show, whatever we want to call it, and you've been warned. Backpagepress.com. What's up, Mike Dell?
Larry, it's a glorious day to be alive.
Not really, no, not really at all.
It's my favorite show of the year.
Yeah.
Cousin Brandon's best music of 2014. Here he comes. It's going to be great.
And I'll be honest with you, I've been getting condolences and sympathies before the show because people know it's a bad time. Everybody hates it. We all got to muddle through it or whatever, and just trying to get through it on next Friday. That's all.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is Brandon here?
Brandon.
Hello? I wondered where Jerry bought his pantyhose.
What is wrong with you? How? Yeah, that's horrible.
How do you call yourself a man? Holy hell, I need to have these women.
Brandon.
Hello, Larry.
There he is. Brandon Damashek, Cousin Brandon. It's the biggest night of the year, Brandon. Are you excited?
I am excited. I'm very, very tired, as I unfortunately had to tell you earlier this morning. I will say, though, thank you, Larry, for the kind introduction. I mean, I'll say this. A, you know how to make a man feel welcome, number one. Number two, if any of those late-night, TV shows ever open up where they're like, we need someone to sort of warm up the room beforehand to get the crowd going, you, sir, are my first choice. That was fantastic. It's nice to feel loved. So thank you.
You're like a brother to me, Cousin Brandon, but not really. But
a brother who you make sit outside until you come out and
keep in mind, Larry doesn't really like his family. So.
No, that's clear to me. I know. I've heard the story.
I never said that.
I listen to the show. I understand. I know.
But Brandon, I'm excited.
Can I speaking of, I'm sorry, very quickly, before you get into that, speaking, Larry, of your family, tell me again, was it your birthday or your mother's birthday? It was someone's birthday. You went to, like the Old Country Buffet or Haas's or...
Yeah, we went to Haas's. Yeah, my mom likes to go to Haas's.
Is that right?
Yeah, she enjoys it there. I like Haas's.
Oh,
not a fan of Haas's, Brandon?
Well, he's a hipster.
Like, I mean, I guess. They have no PBR, number one. No, I don't care. I mean, fucking Haas.
PBR.
Cops Blue Ribbon! Come to the goddamn 2015, for Christ's sake. What's PBR?
Blue Ribbon? Like, what year is this? 2015? Like, more like 1915. Who the hell drinks Pabst Blue Ribbon?
PBR!
Nobody's
sorry.
drinking
You can't.
PBR.
Please, I'm sorry. I've insulted you and your meatloaf-loving hosses or whatever the hell you eat there. For Christ's sake. Jeez.
I think I got a sirloin steak.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was it good? What do you pay for? I'm sorry. We'll get to the music in one second. But honestly, what do you pay for a sirloin steak at Hosses?
It was. I'm trying to think. It was like $16.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
That's steep. I thought you were going to say like $10. I was like, wow. $16 at Hosses.
Price. Yeah.
That's right. Because I'll tell you what, if you're going to pay that much, I'll tell you what. Why don't you go to a nice
better
restaurant and pay a few bucks more and get a real steak?
Because the thing is like, when it's Mom's birthday, I mean, Hosses is what she likes, so that's where we go.
Where do you say to your non-wife and say, hey, look, non-wife, it's my birthday. Let's go buy me a food. Where do you go?
I mean, we don't go, but if I were to go, I would probably go to Outback. I like Outback. I like prime rib at Outback.
Wow. Really? Do you have a lot of chain restaurants where you live? That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, my goodness. In Greensburg, we have a ton. Nothing but chain restaurants.
Oh, is that right?
Larry, do you like the Bloomin' Onion?
It's good. It's fine. Yeah. I like it. It's like onion rings.
Never saw one in real life. I just wanted to say
that. By the way, that's my nickname.
Yeah. That's what he calls his penis.
Probably bad.
I have no idea what that meant. But
let me ask you, before we get into this horrible music tonight, let me ask you a random question. And
sure,
I want you both to answer it, but Brandon, you answer first, all right?
Okay.
And this is just a random question, and I know it's not going to make any sense, but when you hear the word poodle, what color do you think of?
Interesting.
Poodle. This is the first thing that came to mind. I thought black.
Okay, Mike Dell?
Interesting. I thought white right away.
Okay.
But of course, then when I thought for a second, my best friend when I was a kid, Greg Schneider, they had a black poodle named Lamb Chop. But my initial instinct was white poodle.
All right. Because today at work, Daryl and Sam and I were talking, and new guy Brian, who's going to be on the show in 2 weeks, by the way, Mike Dell. But anyway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we were talking, and I don't know, a poodle came up, and all of a sudden I said something about black poodle, and they're like, black? Poodles aren't black, they're white. All three of them said poodles are white, and I'm like, poodles are black. Like, when I hear poodle, I think of a black dog immediately, and I was like, well, maybe I'm the weird one.
That is odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, I think of a white initially, but I have personal experience with a black poodle. So, yeah.
Huh.
As do I, although I have experience with a white one as well. But for some reason, am I thinking poodle? Is that why? Maybe.
Poop.
I mean, possibly. I don't know. Well, let me tell you a quick dog story, Mike Dell. Since you just said about your friend growing up, this is one of my favorite, and I'm going to butcher it a little because, again, keep in mind I'm very tired. But Mitch the Masturbator, my brother. This was years ago. We had friends. So I had a friend named Chris when I was growing up, and he had an older sister named Lisa. And Lisa and my brother were the same age, and me and Chris were the same age. And they had this dog, Pepper, and I forget. Pepper may have been a poodle or a terrier. I forget, whatever the hell it was. But it was very old. And it seemed that, year after year, we were friends with these people. We'd go over to their house. They'd live with their parents. We'd go over year after year. And year after year, Pepper would just get a year older and a year older and older. But it seemed like the dog was like 30 years old. It was just this old piece of shit, and it just looked like hell. And I'll never forget my brother the one day we were over there, and he says to Lisa's mom, he goes, so how old is Mangy? and clearly a Freudian slip. He meant to say Pepper, but Mangy came out because it was such an old shitty dog. And they were like, what? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, I meant Pepper. And he asked how old Mangy was.
Oddly enough, people used to ask my parents the same thing about me. I say, how old is Mangy? Once again. Well, hey, Brandon, before we get into music, I have something to say to you. When you mentioned Pabst Blue Ribbon, it reminded me, you know who likes Pabst Blue Ribbon? Kima from The Wire.
That's right. I forgot. That's right.
They had a bet about a case of beer for their Tail and Stringer Bell. But I've been watching The Wire lately. I'm rewatching it from the start. I heard
you talking about that. How's it going?
I finished season 3 last night.
Wow. How's it holding up in retrospect?
Very good. Very good. Although I will say this. I liked season 3 less than I did originally, but I liked season 2 more than I did originally.
Yeah, see, that's the right answer. I told you season 2 is the best season.
I don't think
glad
it's
to hear
the best
that.
season, but it's, season 1's it's great. And I'm very excited to see season 4 because I always thought 1 and 4 were the best. So.
Now 3 though, again, by the way, 3 is the one with the politics one, and 4 is the one in the schools. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought. Yeah, season 4 is very good. I always said, season 5 was my least favorite. Season 2 was my favorite. Season 1 is just great, plain and simple.
Yeah, it set the stage. Barksdale and Bell, it's all great. Yeah.
Sure, it's so good. Season 2 though, again, it's just my favorite. I think it's so good.
Sneaky good. Sneaky good.
It is. It's great. It's nice too because it starts. You're like, what the hell is going on? This has nothing to do with the That's why it's so good. I love it. But speaking of The Wire too, a friend of mine just mentioned to me that show, The Affair. Are you watching that by any chance?
No, but my writing mentor, Vicki Thompson, I saw her. We had a writing residency, and I visited her this past week, and she was watching it because McNulty, Dominic West, is the star.
That's right.
And she said it's actually. Her and her husband watched the whole thing. It's like 7 episodes or something, but she said they hated it. And they
you're
felt
kidding.
obligated.
That's really
to keep
funny. My buddy watched it, and he said it reminds me of True Detective in the way that the story is told.
That's exactly right, because she said that it opens up with them being interviewed by detectives. And I was like, oh, just like True Detective.
That's right.
You're
getting two different people telling the same story, but it's two very different. So I was like, that sounds actually really good. And I do like Dominic West. So, here's the best part about it. Wait. So he's telling me about it, by the way, and he's like, the guy from The Wire is in it, McNulty. And I was like, wait, McNulty is in? He's like, oh, no, I meant McNulty. But I love the idea, though, that Nick Nolte I was like, oh, it's great. God damn it. Just doing his old scraggly old man. I was like, that's awesome.
Nick Nolte and Bunk. But, she said, I believe what she was saying why she didn't like it is that there was no real motivation for Dominic West to have the affair. It made no sense. And also, what else did she say there? She didn't like any of the people. No, there's something else, too. But I don't know. But, it was the lack of motivation for the affair that really bugged me.
Well, along those lines, True Detective sucks in the end. Anyway.
Exactly.
By the way, and sorry, and I know we keep saying, by the way, there's all these other things I want to talk about, but I am at the point almost where I am ashamed to admit this because I don't know how many times I've done this now, and I always think, I'll not get dragged back in again. I've done it enough already, and it's funny and it's enjoyable, but okay, I'm done. I think I've now listened again to the first 7 episodes of Days of Thunder. I've started listening to it.
Right.
I know. I can't. It is so goddamn funny because what'll happen is I'll be at work and something will make me think of Belvedere, and I'm like, oh, that's right. They had that real funny bit where they talk about how he sat in his testicles and then he shit himself, and then I'll go and I'll YouTube that and I'll just listen to that bit. Then I'm like, oh, hey, look, Jacuzzi Thoughts New York. That's one of my favorite things ever. And I'll listen to that. Then I'm like, oh shit, I guess I'm gonna have to listen to Okie Dokie. Next thing you know, I'm like, you know what? Season 1, episode 1. Let's just listen to the first episode. And now I'm right back down.
How many episodes were there total? Around 50?
They did a year. They did a year's worth. So, but the thing was, it was a regular. It wasn't obviously once a week. It would be maybe 2 a week, and then a few weeks would pass, and so it was a regular. But you figure there's a year's worth of podcasts, so there's probably around 50 episodes, something like that. So they're very funny though. I still find them very, very funny.
They're always very funny. Although Larry used to get so aggravated at Feeney. Right, Larry?
Why did you not like Feeney? What was the reason for that?
He's arrogant.
He was arrogant, but if anybody should dislike him, it's me. I mean, he didn't drag you and your ex-wife through the mud.
That's true, but I don't know.
Feeney did savage you.
All right, all right, that's fine.
Now, when you guys, when that all went down, was there an actual hatred there, or was that all pre-planned?
No, what it was is that I had sort of disparaged him because I forget what it was, but it was back when I think he was on the sports contraption
back then.
Right. Yeah. And I spoke ill of him. I forget what it was I was upset about, but it was something. And then it became this ongoing feud where he basically he was grading a poem that I wrote or something.
Yeah, I think.
And
that's
I was like, and I thought he wasn't being kind enough about it. Where I'm like, please, who are you? So he was like, oh, okay, I just quickly jotted this down, and then he had the twice you said thing. But then I, in turn, I'm sorry. I think I took some nice jabs back at him, which were somewhat underappreciated.
Yeah, well,
I got
everything was white noise after Toy She Said. That just
well,
brought
it was good. It was quite good. I mean, I can't,
he burned through her deep south.
I sit here and say, like, oh, it's not funny. Of course it was. It was very funny. Especially in retrospect. Fuck that cunt. So, whatever.
Yeah, for those who don't know what we're talking about, Feeney basically wrote a poem about how he slept with Brandon's wife. Basically, right? That's basically how she wanted.
That's exactly right. He burned through her deep south.
Yeah, burned through her deep south.
I think yeah. But I'll tell you what, and I've said this to you before, and I just speak back to Days of Thunder real quick, and I just mentioned them, but the two goddamn things, and in fact the first one's real good too, but the two, I still say the two greatest moments on that show are Jacuzzi Thoughts New York and Okie Dokie, and which was part of Daddy's Closet, and then the other one that is very funny that I forgot how fucking funny it is. It's the very first time they do Jacuzzi Thoughts, but it's not called Jacuzzi Thoughts at that point. It's like it's his where he's like 8:07, like I'm in the jacuzzi getting. Oh God, it is fucking hilarious. It is so funny.
And once again, go to BackpagePress.com. You can get your own Jacuzzi Pete T-shirt where he's in the hot tub.
I have one. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It is an awesome-looking shirt.
It is. It's great. Corey was good enough to send it to me because I guess he ran like an extra small or a small, and I claimed it. I was like, first come,
You're
first
the
serve.
only fella who wears small. And
I don't care. It's delightful. I love it. It's a great shirt. Good on him.
I just saw the picture of your order again because I was going through old Facebook posts or something, and I saw that you you got the Jacuzzi Pete shirt and a green LCS shirt, and Larry was irate.
I was irate.
The green LCS shirt's great. Why were you irate about that?
Because I thought it was unique to me only.
Well, in a way, though, it makes it only fitting that you and I have it.
Yeah, you're like twins.
I suppose.
You know what we are? We're like Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson in Unbreakable.
Which one am I?
You're the black guy.
All right. I'll take that. He doesn't get out much, so that sounds about right.
You're the black cripple, and I'm the white guy who's afraid of water, apparently. I don't know.
All right.
Anything else we need to discuss before we get into the music?
No, there really, I'll be honest with you, there's so much. But, I mean, look, we've not come here for small talk tonight. There really are things, but let's...
Let me ask you one other thing.
Oh,
sure.
What can we do to get Brandon on the show regularly? Like, can we move times? Can we move days?
Larry loves
it. Like, I'm home all day, most of the time, just whatever's best.
I would love to do it. Look, I'll say this, 9 o'clock on a Friday. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm always, by this point, it's been a long week. I'm half in the bag, if not holding the bag at this point. Yeah. I've been up since 4 a.m. I've had, let me think now, I've had a gin and tonic, I had 3, I think I'm on my third or fourth, I've been drinking wine tonight. I'm on like my third glass of wine, and I have a Miller High Life unopened, just waiting to crack, sitting here next to me.
Every time you come on the show, you have wine, and you make it sound like it's a rare thing. You're like, I had wine tonight, but you have wine.
No, because the thing is, I'm usually drinking beer. It's the strange thing. I usually am drinking beer. For some reason, LCS Friday rolls around and it's wine time. I don't understand. You know what? You guys bring out the fancy in me.
Yeah, I
fancy
guess.
man.
Pass that shit up.
But yeah, so think, Brandon, like what days would work best for your schedule, and we'll just...
No. That's not right. You guys need to do what you guys do, and I'll just, I'll accommodate you. Like, you guys don't need to work around my schedule. That's crazy.
That's his way of saying no. I'm not interested in doing.
He's like, I really don't want to do it more than once every 6 months.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what? I told the wife earlier. I was like, keep in mind, I got to do the show tonight. And I you know what I said to her? I was like, you have to understand. Before you came along, I feel like I was calling into that show every goddamn Friday night, just drunk off my ass. And she's like, wow, that's sad.
How dare she? We've never had the wife on the show.
What the hell? Why can't she come on the show?
I thought she was on the show once. She was never on.
No, I don't think.
Is that right?
Yeah.
She's got to have horrible taste in music.
She's got similar taste. She would love to come. Oh, and by the way, really quickly, and this is to change the subject. The High Five group. I saw that Mike Dell was good enough to weigh in on his movie questions. Larry, how have you not chimed in on that? That seems right up your alley.
I was giving Larry grief about this on the phone the other day, and tell him, Larry, what you said.
Because last time I chimed in on one of your high fives, you jumped all over me and tried to humiliate me and embarrass me.
But it was probably because of your shitty music taste. This is up your alley. It's movies. I won't say anything.
It'll be my shitty movie taste.
Listen, one of the guys in my group, said he had a man crush on Matthew Modine in Gross Anatomy. You can't do worse. You're not going to do worse. I killed him. I ripped him from fucking nuts to neck. So you're not going to do worse than that.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, Brandon asked who your 5 movie crushes 11. Are. Yeah, that's the other thing Larry said. Well, we could just rip off these categories for a top 11, and that's true.Ause I think
that's a good one. You should do that. Because in fact, if you do that, maybe I'll come on, if that's okay, and do it with you. Because I listed, my top 5 and my 5 honorable. I could easily do 11.
Okay. We're doing it next Friday at 9.
I can't do that. But
I actually booked a guest for next Friday, Larry. I forgot to tell you.
I could spoil it though, but maybe I shouldn't. I could tell you who my number 1 is. All right, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, save it.
Yeah.
All right.
Top secret.
Well, that's just.
But next week we're going to have the fellow on who's I'm sorry, I was talking over you. What did you say?
That's all right. I'm just thinking about this woman I love.
Oh, okay. But next week, that fella who I helped with his book, me and Pat Piccarelli were helping out, he's like the real-life Breaking Bad kind of guy. He's going to come on the show.
Is that right?
And he's going to tell us how
to make meth?
Yeah.
He's got MS?
He's going to teach us how to cook meth.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about the son, R.J. Mitty.
No. No. What was that kid's name on the show?
Walter Jr.?
Such a punk.
That kid was terrible. Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of the worst characters on television ever, no doubt.
That's exactly right.
That's another good top 11 worst TV characters.
Yeah, that's a great one. Oh, that's so good because,
How have we never done that?
I don't know, and I'm already going to ruin it because this might take some thought, but clearly Sam on Different Strokes would have to be right up there.
That's a good one.
That fucking little ginger asshole.
But wait.
Danny Pintaro on Who's the Boss. Fuck him.
Yeah, but I can do a pretty good Sam imitation if I recall right.
Please, how do you do that? Do it.
Mr. D. All right, there you go. Thank you.
That was great. That was so good.
It's been a long time.
That was very good. Oh, God, that was good. And what
about
well,
now is it music time?
Too easy. Huh.
Yeah. Now is it music time? Yeah, all right. Here it comes. And the Islanders just went ahead of the Penguins, so I'm very upset right now. But
I'm watching I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Cool. One of my favorite movies. Oh, it's one of my favorites. All
right, Brandon. As everyone knows, every year Brandon puts together his top or best music of the year. And this year you always name it something different. You have a 2 CD set, although now you don't make CDs because it's the future. So you don't have to do that. Oh wait, my browser just crashed, so I lost it. All right,
no.
But so you put together your set, and this year it's called Monument and Ash, right?
That's right. Sure.
I know, Larry.
You know what? I mean, we can call it a night now if you prefer. It's fine.
I thought it was a fine title. And each year, one CD is made of, or at least one collection is made of like fast songs, up-tempo songs, and the other one is slow songs.
That's right.
And this year, you have 48 songs. You have 26 quick ones and 22 slow ones.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, I noticed when I'm looking at the blog, you originally posted the list December 17th. Now, what about those final 23 days of the month there? What happens,
Nothing came out. That's the thing. As you know, if you want to know when I start, I say this every year. I start working on my list January 1st of said year. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what, nothing's coming out. And don't get me wrong. I may start saying, okay, I'm whittling it down to the final selections. If something good should come out, then so be it. Nothing's in stone. But it got to the point I was like, you know what, it's December 17th. I'm done. This is it. I just don't feel – there's nothing on the horizon. I felt good. I felt like I was ready to roll. So,
and in previous discussions, we've kind of pinned down that you may have listened to around 1,800 songs in a year.
Give or take a couple hundred, but yeah.
Because you whittled it down to 184 in your best – and then you went from
something
there.
Something like that. That's
that was
right.
your baseline, and then you narrowed it down to 4.
No, wait a minute. And I should say, too, the 180 – well – No, that's right. Yeah. So the 184 from the 1800. Yeah, that's right. No, you got it. Very good.
It's a lot of songs.
It is
Larry,
a lot
how many
of
songs have you heard or did you hear in 2014?
Probably
just one. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on.
Hey, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star.
Yeah. I probably heard
song's
maybe
very
5.
good.
I may have heard 5 songs.
Now let me ask you this, Brandon. Have you ever heard of a band called The Bags?
The Bags, like the douche bags?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Because new guy
How would I
Brian.
know them?
Well, they're a hipster band, so I figured you knew.
No, I don't know.
Hipster band. They have a song called Cavemen Rejoice.
What's it called?
Cavemen Rejoice.
No, I don't know it.
Huh.
Is it a good song?
It's
Oh,
like
I
stumping
doubt
the band.
I seriously doubt it. I didn't listen to it.
Yeah. Well, why would I don't understand. Why bring up this random, I don't understand.
Because he just wanted to know if you heard of it.
Yeah, I wanted to hear, I didn't know how hipster you were, so I wanted to know if you knew of The Bags.
No, but I'm saying there's a million bands I've probably never heard. Why this band? I don't understand why.
Because
he was just
dude at
testing
work
your
was telling me
acumen.
about them.
Oh, okay. I was like, I must have missed that. I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a lot of bands I don't know. Okay.
No.
Sorry. No, I don't know them, but I'm sure they're terrible.
No.
By the way, really quick, are you going to mention, by the way, that you kicked off the show with Nirvana playing?
That's right. And now I did that specifically for the music show because I like music.
Yeah, that's a fine song.
Yeah, cover of an old Vaseline song. But Larry, for the people who are new to this tradition of ours, explain why you don't like this show.
Because the music sucks.
But why does it suck?
It's just terrible music.
Why?
It's the kind of music you hear on an iPod commercial.
It's pretty good.
That's a fairly good description, I guess. But
it is pretty good.
Yeah.
In fairness, though, wait, if I can just say, though, Larry, over the years, you have come around a little bit. There have been songs now and then that you've enjoyed. Let's be fair. I mean, there's been a couple you've liked.
I don't
There's been a couple you liked.
Honey Joy.
Well, that's one. I know you like that one. I know you like the Sandwiches song.
Yeah, that's right.
I know you like that one a lot.
There's people screaming in a bathroom. The Sandwich.
So?
Yeah.
They're attractive.
Are the Sandwiches on the list this year?
No, they're not. So here's what we'll do. I went through and I listened to all 48 songs, or at least 47.
Nice.
One of the songs that my browser crashed when I tried to play it on YouTube, and I just took that as a sign and I moved on.
Even the browser was bored.
Fair enough, but you made it. That's a fucking honest effort. So good on you.
I listened to all 48 songs, and then I went through and I cut clips from my top 11. My top 11 favorite songs.
Oh, I love it.
And I will say this: I barely got 11. Like it was a tough going finding 11.
What are you talking about? Really?
It was rough. I think
You're
overall
usually
this
pretty
year,
open-minded. You usually like some songs.
I know. I think last year's selections were a little stronger overall. But I will say this: the top 3 songs on my top 11 are spectacular.
Wow.
I love them, and
wow.
I may actually buy the albums of these.
Holy hell! Listen to this.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. When I was listening to, in fact, the top 3 songs come from 2 bands. All right. And I will say, when I was listening to these songs, it reminded me of the same energy or vibe I was getting in the early 2000s when I used to listen to the White Stripes, the Strokes, the Hives, those kind of bands. It just seems like a lot of energy.
Wait. I need to think. Before
Can we start this bad music
stall for 1 second so I'm not going to say who I think the band is.
Yeah.
But I need to think about it for a minute because
think, I'm sure you know what I like. I like garage rock,
That's right. So I'm trying to think. I got to think for 2. Okay, but that's fine. Tell me this, by the way, too, because I forget this every time we do this. How many years now has it been that we've done this?
At least 5, I would say, right? Maybe 6.
I was going to say this is either 4 or 5.
Then it's 5 then. Because we've been doing this show 7 years now, so it's hard to believe.
7 years. Holy hell!
And you came on pretty early in the show, right? At least a year.
Something like that, maybe. Okay. And by the way, I just thought of the band. I think that it is. So I'm not going to say it, but I think I know the band.
Okay.
Because they are on both the bands on both discs, and I could. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I think you got it too. All right, Larry, let's go number 11. Now, have you seen the switchboard, Larry? They're all 2014 Brandon, and then.
Yeah, I see.
All right. Larry's very excited. No, we won't.
So I love it.
We'll just play the clip so it's a surprise to you, Brandon, and then we'll come back and talk about the performance.
Yeah,
right?
and let me just say one more thing. Like I said, I'm very tired, and like seriously, my brain, I don't feel like it's working, as well as it should be. So I'm gonna need some prompting. Probably, like
yeah.
I seriously, I don't even know what the hell we're listening to. I don't know.
You'll be fine. I'll remind you.
All right.
All right.
I don't ever want to talk that way again. I don't want to know people like that anymore. As if there was an obligation. As if I owed you something. Black me out. I want to piss on the walls of your house. I want to stop those brass rings of your bad fucking fingers. As if you were a kingmaker. As if, black me out.
Yeah, I want to piss on the walls of your house. I want to cut the
Hell
grass
yeah.
of your fat fucking fingers. That's Against Me, and the song is Black Me Out.
Now, let me say about that, number one, I listened to the shit out of that record this year. And Larry, I think that's a record, genuinely, I think you would like a lot. I really do. Because they are not, Against Me is not so super hip. I almost think they sound like one of those more mainstream, like, not like a Blink-182, but like one of those more mainstream sort of new rock kind of bands, which, I don't know. But
they're much more
kind of,
aggressive
but I'm
than
saying I feel like you would like them. And the thing about that, and I don't know if Mike Dell, if you looked up the backstory on them at all.
No.
But if not, I want to give you some. Did you look them up at all?
No, not at all.
Well, so that whole record, it's called Transgender Dysphoria Blues. And it's all apparently, so the front man, quote unquote man for that band Against Me, very publicly felt, you know what, I'm a lady living in a pelvis body.
Really?
Yes. And so now he now performs as a woman. Like he's changed his name. I can't think of the name, but they go out and they do the punk rock show and everything, and he's a woman on stage. And
well, because when I watched the video, I watched the little YouTube clip of it. He seemed like a very aggressive, heavy metal kind of guy.
Yeah, well, there you go. I can't. It's something like Jane Grace or so. I can't think of the name now.
Interesting.
But the whole record is essentially about this transformation and about dealing with the public scrutiny and about all of that. It's an amazing
I saw
record.
the title of the album. I just thought they were making a little play on.
No. It's That's why I'm saying it's one of the most honest records I've listened to, and it's refreshingly honest. Where I feel like most people like that confessional shit. A lot of times it just doesn't fly. And I listen to this record, I'm like, God damn, this is like some this is some potent stuff.
Man. Yeah, maybe I'll
it really is.
Yeah,
it's great.
So Larry, what'd you think of that?
Like, honest to God, I thought, like those shows like 90210 and stuff. The new 90210.
Oh, I know 90210 and stuff. Let's not even get down.
Yeah, the new one though, like the new version, like when they go to the prom. Like this is
that's the music
band
you'd hear in the background. And
stuff? No doubt.
Just as I said, there's something that's like, and I don't look. I'm not going to sit there and argue with you because that's what I'm saying. I think there's something inherently almost not cheesy about them, but something that is very common. Is that the word I want? Something that sounds familiar in a way? Sorry?
Basic? Simple?
Maybe. I don't know. It's but I'll tell you what, the opening track, which is the title track on the record, is fantastic too. But yeah, I don't know. That song, Black Me Out, I absolutely love that song. I thought it was I don't know. Real anthemic 2014 song. And maybe this is my way of telling you guys I'm a woman.
We knew that already, though.
But now I'm publicly outing myself.
All right.
All right, Larry, number 10.
I'm looking at you.
Chumped. Which
Sure
I love that band name. And the song is Hot 97 Summer Jam.
Yeah.
One of my favorite song titles of the year, too, by the way.
Oh, all right.
So good. Hot 97 Summer Jam? Oh, so good.
What
do you think of that one, Larry?
Let's
get Larry's take right away. What do you think of Chumped?
It's perfectly early, like, mid-90s girl rock, like the, Juliana Hatfield and Letters to Cleo and those kinds of bands. That's exactly what it sounds like.
It's great, and that's exactly right. But you know what else? I think it now, if you remember that band Swearin' that I love so much, they were on my mix last year, I believe, and the year before. It's almost like listening to Swearin' with a little Weezer mixed in there. I don't know if you hear that at all, but it's a little Weezer-esque. So like musically,
there's a little woo.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. So I'm telling you, and that, by the way, so I said to you guys, I said earlier, I'm not afraid to include a record I hear late in the year. I don't think I even listened to that record until the first week of December, and I was like, holy fuck, this record's great. I loved it. Like, I fell in love with it. So, yeah.
16 days into January, how many songs are already in the maybe for this year?
That's funny. There's none. I've only downloaded 7 records so far in 2015, and I haven't found a single song to this point. Now, granted, I've only actually listened to, I think, 5 of those records. But and one of them, by the way, and look, this may be unpopular to say, but it's not unpopular with you guys. You don't give a fuck. And who even listens to this show? I have no idea. But one of those records is the new Sleater-Kinney, and I'll tell you what, Sleater-Kinney, it's a band I always feel like I'm supposed to like, and they just bore me. I don't know. Do you know who Sleater-Kinney is?
I'm aware of them. I don't know their work too much, though.
I don't know their work. I only know that girl from Portlandia. That's why I.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and they're straight up girl rock. Girl, whatever trio. Corey Tucker and Corey Brownstein and Jana Weiss, who plays drums, and people love, for years they love the Sleater-Kinney, and I don't know, I just don't get it.
Do they have a song that we might know that maybe hit the radio for a while?
See, that's what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to even think of a song that you'd be like,
I can't think of one. I always heard of them back in the day.
Call the Doctor, maybe? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm struggling to even think of a single song.
I believe our pal Indy Sarah likes Sleater-Kinney.
Yeah, like a lot of girls. I mean, not only a lot of girls, a lot of people with similar taste to mine, they love Sleater-Kinney. They just don't hit with me for some reason. I don't know. Yeah. I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, so as you said, yes, I guess listened to the new Decemberist record. I thought that was a snore. I don't know, whatever.
All right, Larry,
anyway,
number 9.
We're not talking about 2015. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
2014.
My brother Owen, I do not know him.
Frankie Cosmos, and the song is Owen. And let me just say, I would never put this on the list, but I know you love it, Brandon, so I wanted to give you a chance to talk about it.
Yeah,
Larry,
well, look.
I think I already have Larry's reaction, but let Larry weigh in. What do you think, Larry?
I don't know. I mean, that sounds real folksy 60s kind of hippie bullshit right there.
Well, wait till you hear the backstory on this girl, right? Brandon, go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead, please.
Well,
no.
Isn't she
I was
like
going to tell you that this is my album of the year. This is my favorite record of the entire year.
Isn't she only like 19?
Yeah, she's very young. She's got something like 50 records. Like she records and self-releases all these records. That's not her real name, but that's what she records as, Frankie Cosmos. But that record is so goddamn great. It's like a 20, 25-minute record. And again, like I just said with that Against Me record, you talk about just like an honest, like, glimpse into someone's life. This record's so fucking incredible. It's lyrically, it's fun, and it's just smart, and it's very sweet. But that song, and the funny thing is, I love that song, but I don't think it's indicative of the sound of the record. I don't think the rest of it kind of sounds like that.
I tried to listen to a little bit more of her because I was like, well, why does he like her so much? And I saw a live clip of her playing that song, and she very much is like an awkward teenager singing. It wasn't like...
She is.
It sounds much better.
She is, but that's what I'm saying. But that's kind of why I like it so much. I'm like, God damn, it's just very raw. I love it.
But the album, when you listen to the actual official cuts like that one, it has a distinctive sound to it, a rich, deep sound I like. But I don't know, not my kind of thing. You know?
No, that's cool. That's totally fine. Like I think honestly, I listened to that record more than any other record this year. I just kept putting it on over, and maybe maybe I'm getting to the point too. Maybe the idea of brevity is also influencing my, you know what I mean? Because it is a short record. And anymore, we have shorter and shorter attention spans, so maybe there's something to be said for the fact that, short is better. I don't know.
Well, that's what the ladies have been telling you all along, right?
Well, they were lying, little fella.
But I've been trying to figure how a 19-year-old has 40 albums or whatever.
I don't know. She just must be constantly writing songs. Who knows?
That's just nonsense. Isn't it? It's just nonsense. 40 albums.
I agree. I don't know 40 anything. Like, seriously. I've got 40 nothing.
Yeah. All right, Larry, number 8. That's the Rural Alberta Advantage. They've been on your collections in the past. And that's a good enough song. It's called 4533 or something. But
that's right.
It's good enough, solid. But the reason they're on the list, there's only one reason.
Can I say what it is before you say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna say the broad in the band.
Oh my God, Amy Cole.
I know.
Holy hell.
What's her name?
Amy Cole.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Holy
I knew
hell.
it. I knew, Del. Man, as soon as you're like, only one reason, I knew it. God damn, did I call that?
Hot.
She's a fox. I know. She plays what, keyboards, or she plays?
Yeah, I think so. Keyboards.
Oh yeah, Larry, you'll want to get to your Google machine and look.
I'm on the Google machine. Don't worry.
Yeah, she's an attractive woman.
I'm hoping that somehow gets back to her that she made the LCS hockey pop, and then go open the door.
So here's what I'll say about the Rural Alberta Advantage. Terrible name, but so what? When I initially listened to that record, I was very upset with it. I was like, it's overproduced. It's kind of a snort. And here's the thing. I'll still say, yes, they do sound like the aforementioned Decemberist I mentioned a little bit. But then they sound like, to some degree, and that's the thing, he's always sort of borrowed from my beloved Neutral Milk Hotel. He sounds like Jeff Mangum a little bit at times. So they have sort of a soft spot in my heart. It's not like I think it's a brilliant record, but it's a good record, and it's a fine song. I enjoyed it.
Amy Cole.
And Amy Cole.
Oof.
By the way. Larry, have you found her yet?
Yeah, I found her.
You sound impressed. I think she's very cute. I would look. Here's the thing too, and I'm just going to say this as well. It is very easy in music to be like, oh yeah, so hot, Taylor Swift or what's her name, Katy Perry. If you like that sort of thing, it takes a little more work to find the hot indie babe. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not all going to be like these knockouts that are all decked out in their makeup and their crazy Taylor Swift outfits and blah blah blah. You find these girls in the indie scene, you're like, holy fuck. That's what I'm saying. There's something so much more attractive about these women to me. Anyway,
she is spectacular. Like, just classic.
She is. I think she is too. I think she's very pretty. And I told you that
very
Octopus project.
Spectacular tonight.
You're probably looking at someone else. You're not probably looking at
He's looking at the dude singing.
Yeah.
Hey, joke rocking it too.
All
right, Larry,
like
number
scarves.
7. Larry, the scarf. Yes, I'm looking at her scarf. All right.
She has all kinds of scarves on. She's a scarf lady.
So what? She's in an indie band. Who cares? She's a good-looking broad.
Eesh.
I wanted nothing but for this to be the end, for this to never be a tight and empty hand. If all the trouble in my heart would only mend, I lost my dream, I lost my reason all again.
Come on, dude.
That's
Now, wait. Now, first of all, let me say this. I'm about to think Dell may have picked her for the very same reason.
Well, she's an attractive lady, but her name's Angel Olsen, and that song's called Unfuck the World. Larry, I thought you would like that song because it's very depressing. But she's on each of your collections. She's on both. And I think
she's so good.
I could have easily put the other song on instead, but I thought Larry would resonate with that one a little better, so I chose that one, but I guess not. But she has a great voice. Like the other song.
She has a beautiful voice,
yeah.
and she's a beautiful girl, and that record's so fucking good. It's called, shit, I can't witness. Goddamn, why am I drawing a blank on the name? No fire for your witness.
Something like that.
So Larry,
Burn your fire for no witness.
Burn your fire for no witness. God damn, I couldn't think of the name. Larry, I'm telling you, you may hear that, I'm telling you, she, not only is she a fox, but it's an amazing record. Oh God.
Yeah, like the other song, her voice isn't that affected in the other one, like fluttery. It's more, yeah.
It's a little more twangy, actually. Like she's got this sort of. It's not an alt country thing going on, but sort of is in a way. I don't know.
But then I saw her doing I watched a live clip of her on Letterman, and holy hell.
She's a fox, right?
Yeah.
Oh. And you know what? Not only that, she's endowed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Intimating with fox.
Larry, you would like that up top. She's got it.
I'm not really a breast guy.
What are you talking about? Sorry, I forgot you're a white guy.
He's more of a penis guy. I'm sorry.
Exactly. We just made the same joke because that's exactly right.
That's a cheap joke.
You like Wang.
Yeah.
What are you if you're not a breast guy? Wait. Hold on. What is it you like?
I'm a face guy.
He likes wonky eyes and lisps.
Yeah, I like wonky eye and lisps. That's true. I'm a face guy. It's got to be about the face. I could care less about the rest.
But she's
you don't find Amy Cole attractive.
Amy, no.
He finds who attractive? Sorry?
It's all about the face, but he doesn't find Amy Cole attractive, who has one of
That's right.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't understand.
That
so wait, by the way, so does Nick have a lisp? Is that what you're talking about?
No, but I don't mind
an eye
the lisp.
patch.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mind it.
What is that, Cindy? Wait. So you like Cindy Brady?
Well, I mean, no, she's like 7? So no, not so
Larry,
much.
yeah.
I'm sorry, she's no Abigail Breslin, but please.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You're a fucking monster. All right.
I am a monster.
Number 6.
All right.
You expressed explicitly.
Is that the same song, honestly?
No, it's not the same song. You son of a bitch.
You expressed explicitly your contempt for matrimony. You stood it long to pay, it will not rest the alimony. We spent our days locked in a room, content inside a bubble. And in the night time we go out and scour the streets for trouble.
That is Always with Archie Marry Me. Right?
It's a great song.
It's a cute little song, and she's a cute lady and good singer.
It's another song, that record's got another one of those sort of 90s kind of vibes, whatever. But it's a fun record. In fact, you know what? Are you guys familiar with Messiah College in Pennsylvania?
Of course not.
No? It's sort of near me. It's sort of near the Harrisburg area, but they're supposed to be playing a free show there in March.
Oh, I thought that was a hipster band.
And then they canceled.
College.
Yeah, and it's funny. Messiah College is it's a very obviously, as you know, implied by the name. It's a very religious place where maybe that's why they canceled. They knew a Jew was coming. Huh. Now that I think about it, that could be it. Mm-hmm. Well, but anyway, it's a fun record. And by the way, I think they pronounce their name Always, even though they spell it A-L-V-V-A, which is very stupid.
Yeah, I hate that, and that's one. I have my one complaint about one of those bands I love. We'll talk about later is how they spell.
Oh, see it now again. That's why once again I think it's the band I think it is. But okay, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, because that's like the height of pretentious hipster band is when you spell.
I
your
agree.
name.
I agree.
It's
I
silly.
know. Just spell it Always with a W.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, number 5, Larry. Victoria is the song there, and that now we're getting somewhere. That's my kind of music, you know. But I enjoyed that.
What about Larry?
Once again, it's these. I hate this voice. Like all these bands have it. It's always maybe 2 octaves higher than it should be, and it's slacker punk, and he don't really give a fuck, and he kind of mumbles, and I just hate that whole sound.
I agree with Larry 100% on that. The one thing I've noticed over the years of putting this list or the show together is that the main thing separating these bands from breakthrough success is a lack of charismatic frontman or frontwoman who really has a powerful voice and can deliver a song. And that's why I really like the top 2 bands on my list, because they have dynamic, I think, frontmen who can do that.
Wonderful.
But, this I agree with Larry 100%. Like, the voice is just not – the music's peppy, but the voice just doesn't carry it, you know?
Well, like I said, I the Joyce Manor, too, and I have another Joyce Manor song on my list there. And it's – look, I'll be honest with you. It's not that I totally disagree with you. I think there's again, a somewhat generic element to what they sound like and all that stuff. But goddamn, if I didn't still find it catchy as shit, and what it comes down to, bottom line for me, did I like the song? Did it make me feel something where I was like, goddamn, I want to listen to this over and over, and I did. So I don't disagree. I don't think it's like, wow, that guy's got a distinguished, sort of unique voice that's going to set them apart from it. No. But, that doesn't always mean it's the best band. Hell, go look at one of my favorite bands, Pavement. It's not like Stephen Malkmus is a great singer, but they're one of the great bands. There are other bands.
But he still had I think, distinctive enough thing.
Well, right, but he was charismatic. He doesn't have a good voice. He just knew what to do with it. That's all. So it's, I don't know.
But I like that song, though. I enjoyed it.
I do, too. It's catchy. What's not to like? It's a catchy song.
That was like the first song in the list I really enjoyed.
You legitimately like. See, I'm saying the thing now, you just pick songs that Larry's going to tear apart.
No. I wanted to pick songs like different sounds. And like all these songs on the list, I respect them for one reason or another, but I wouldn't listen to them again. But I wouldn't mind listening.
Yeah, but some all of a sudden I think you respect for big boobs. I'm like, that's not.
Exactly. If you're a foxy lady, you're making
on that song, and I'm like, well, that's not. That's not respect. You're kind of missing the point of the word. In fact, it's inherently the opposite of respect. It's those big tits. So,
but again, Amy Cole and Angel Olsen. There you go. All right. Number 4, Larry. Nothings, and the song is I'm Not Part of Me. And I will admit the reason it's number 4 is the video might feature cute girls. So there you go.
There really are. I'm going to say this, by the way. It's a shame the clip does not go a little bit longer because you actually missed the chorus, which just whoops ass. And by the way, that's one of my daughter's favorite songs. She loves that song. It's so good. Oh, man.
Yeah,
and Cloud Nothings, by the way, they're a fucking amazing band. And Larry, too. Don't let that song be fully indicative of the record. I'm telling you what, these guys play some sick guitar. It is good shit, really good drumming. Like I'm telling you, go check that record out. Really good band. And they've been on my list for like maybe the last 3 or 4 years in a row. So, good stuff.
It wasn't horrible. What are they called? I'm gonna write them
down. Cloud Nothings.
Cloud Nothings. All right, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, watch the video, Larry. There's some good looking ones.
Yeah, the video is fun, too. It's a weird video. The name of that record is Here and Nowhere Else. So they really are, I think, a really, really good band. It's
basically like 4 girls at a sleepover lip syncing to the song or something.
That's
All
right.
I like
and
that.
And by the way, no, you will like that. And Mike Dell, by the way, the band that I was thinking, I have still not heard yet. So.
Yeah, well, here we go. We reached the part of the list that I'm most happy with.
So wait,
again,
is the band number 3 and 2, or is it 3 and 1?
I could put them in any order. I like all 3 songs equally, but this band we're going to do now has the 3 and the 2 spot, and I think I may like them the best of all, but for some reason I put them 3 and 2. I don't know why.
Okay,
but
sure.
yeah, so here we go. Number 3, Larry. Total Pangea, and this song is Make Myself True. And let me just say that the band name is terrible. I don't know what.
No, wait. Let me say this. It's Together Pangea.
Oh yeah, what did I say? Total Pangea.
You said Total Pangea, and on top of it, Mike Dell. I was absolutely right. I was like, I guarantee it's going to be Together. Why don't you tell Larry how it's spelled? How they spell it?
Here's what they do, Larry. They spell it together, small letter T, and then Pangea, all capital letters.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, Together Pangea is a terrible enough name on its own. Yeah. But then to start fucking with capitalization on top of it, ugh.
But I love them because they're 3 guys. You got the singer, the bass player, the guitar, or the drums. So there you go. And hey, Larry, how about those drums there? It sounded like Grohl on Territorial Pissings a little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, that record's so good. And by the way, the name of the record, Battle-Ack.
Yeah.
What a good record name. Oh, it's so good.
I love that word. Did they just invent that word, or is that an actual word?
I don't know. It's Cadillac, and then you throw the beat. I don't know. I love it. I love it
as well. And in fact, Larry,
that was also my album cover of the year as well.
Well, let's take a little break here. Larry, play number 2 for us.
But it'll never work.
song's great.
If you don't like that song, you don't like music. That's all I'm saying. What a great song that is. Oh, no, I tried. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's pretty bad. I got to be honest with you.
Good Lord.
Oh, no, you're wrong.
Way worse than that first song from that band. Way worse.
But here's the thing. I spent most of last night then listening to the rest of the album. It's dynamite. I love it.
It is. It's so good. River is so good. Oh, it's such a fun record. Oh, it's so good.
I can just imagine he's like sticking his tongue out at the camera and stuff like a little sports
No, it's so
no, he's
good.
not. He's not really.
Oh, it's such a great record. It really is. I love
that band. I just thought I might try and get them on the show and convince them to change their name. How do you think that's going to go?
I would love for you to do that, in fact.
They should just call themselves Battle Act. That'd be awesome.
Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. Battle Act is a good name. Not Together Pangea with your capital letters. And it's so stupid.
And I guess the one kid, they're like in their late 20s. And he said that I was reading up on him, and he was saying, I forget what his name is, but he was influenced early 90s music, and you can hear it. And he said Nirvana was one of his influences and that kind of stuff.
Oh, sure.
And but he's in another band, I think, called Fiddler, Fidlar. That's a good name. I like that.
He's in that band? I didn't know that. I'm a fan.
I believe he is, yeah.
Fiddler was on my mix last year. That song, Wake Bake State. Do you remember that one?
No.
Wait,
yes.
I think I do actually. Now that you mention it.
And you smoke a lot of weed and you do a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Like, that's Fiddler.
I believe if he's in that. But I like that band name. But Together Pangea, not so much. But
but you know what Fiddler, by the way? All caps.
What's that?
It's all
Fiddler
caps.
is all caps.
Oh, well, what can you do?
What the hell is their affinity for capital letters, for fuck's sake?
Yeah.
I like how Brandon he chastised me because he doesn't know the Bags, but he knows Fiddler. Everybody knows Fiddler.
Hey, Fiddler's a good band. That's a good record.
What
do you want from me?
All right, now so again, Together Pangea, I can't recommend them enough.
Right.
They could easily be number one on here.
I agree.
I may start listening to other stuff. That's how much I like them. But there's number one band. Oh, we got to talk about them when we're done here because there's a lot to say. But Larry, when you made your little joke about the bands that are on an iPad or iPod commercial, their music was actually taken for the new iPad Air.
Oh, now I know what it is. Because I heard it on TV and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
okay.
But it's a great song. And
it is a great song.
The band, the more I watched them, and their album's great as well. And we'll talk about them in a bit. But here it is, Larry. That's the Orwells, which is a spectacular name. And the song is called Who Needs You. Now, if you just hear that song and you hear it on the iPad commercial, like, oh, that's nice enough, it's kind of hipsterish. But when you see them live, they are like a rock and roll band. They're everything rock and roll band should be. And I watched them on Letterman. Letterman's had them on a couple times.
I linked to that on my blog. Did you? It's amazing, right?
Yeah, oh my goodness. This is what you want in a rock and roll band when they were on Letterman. It was spectacular because Larry, the lead singer, he was stoned out of his fucking mind.
Oh, he's so fucked up. He's so fucked up. It's ridiculous.
And they just the band was so dynamic and energetic and powerful live. It sounded good. And then he's just staggering around the stage singing. And then he just lies down on the ground. He's like writhing around on the ground. And then he gets over and walks and sits in the chairs where Letterman, by the desk. And then he just gets up and starts singing again. And it was dynamite. And
wait, but you're burying the leads. What happens then?
Well, the whole time they're playing the song, I'm thinking in my head, I haven't watched Letterman in years, but I'm like, Dave's going to love these guys. Because if I know that he's going to love this. And as soon as they're done, Letterman, he's like, yeah, now we're getting, he loved them. He's like, yeah, now we're getting somewhere. That's great. And he's like, one more time, play it again. And here, they didn't play. The lead singer just staggers around again. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And no, they're not playing it again. And I was like, well, that's kind of dumb of them. But here I found out later that I guess their guitarist broke their strings, so they really couldn't play it anymore. But when they were like hesitating to go again, even though Letterman's encouraging them, Paul Schaefer kicks in, and him and the band start playing the same song, and Schaefer starts singing it, and then Schaefer walks over on the stage and starts writhing around on the stage.
Oh, it's amazing. It is amazing.
It is hilarious.
It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen on a late-night talk show. I was like, this is fucking incredible.
Yeah, they're right there. They just won me over. And then Letterman had him on again like 6 months later, and they did two songs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he played different song. I think the Righteous one they played, and then they did they did an encore, Who Needs You, then. So, and again,
nice.
It was funny because the guy still looks stoned as all hell when he walks over.
I'm sure he was.
Instead of singing the song, he gives the mic to Schaefer and lets him sing the second verse.
Oh, fantastic. Because I'll say this, by the way, if you like that Orwells, I don't know if you listen to the whole record, but I don't know if you know that song Blood Bubbles that's on there.
I didn't hear that one. I listened to some of the songs on there because it was late, but I didn't hear the whole thing. But every song I heard, I enjoyed.
On. I had that on my slow mix, and I ended up cutting it because I was like, man, this is depressing. Like, the whole song's about, like, basically about somebody, like, this chick ODing and, like, puking her guts out, and I was like, okay, this might be a little too dark. So I ended up saying it's a really good song, and it's got a typical, like, sort of like 50s kind of chord structure to it. It's a really cool song. The thing I'll say about the Orwells, though, in a way, it's sort of the Strokes 2.0. I mean, let's face it.
I think they're more. Well, yeah, I guess the Strokes were really good when they came out. They were like.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, Is This It? I love that record. I think it's a great.
I think this lead singer's more interesting to me.
Oh, no, for sure. This guy's a fucking wipeout. Like, I love it. I mean, he is just a mess.
He's kind of like a cross between. He's a little Cobain-ish. He's a little Robert. He looks like Robert Plant, a bigger Robert Plant.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And I was thinking of Lane Staley
wreck.
from Alice in Chains. A little bit of him in there as well. And I don't know, it just.
It's a lot of, so he's a lot of dead people, which is probably right. I guarantee. Like, I'm waiting for you to say, like, and he's also 50% Shannon Hoon from Blind Melon. Bottom line, he's going to be dead in 5 years.
But the thing is, this guy, they're only like 21 or something, 22. They just graduated high school not that long ago.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he's going to be dead.
It's not going to end well, I don't think.
No, it's not. It's not. You're exactly right. It's going to be the Orr fell down a Wells. Like, he's going to die. Very soon.
But until then, I'm going to enjoy it because it really was dynamite. Larry, you gotta check out that Letterman clip. It's great.
Yeah, I wrote it down. I'll watch it probably tomorrow.
It's quite good. It's sort of like I had listened to the record and then I was like, oh, cool, they're going to be on Letterman. And I watched it. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, yeah, I love it.
And again, the other reason they just sound better live, I think, than like.
Yeah, but really, and I'll just say this again though. Kudos to Schaefer, like for God, what a stamp for just like
Paul Schaefer's
so
the most
good.
underrated guy probably in the history of TV.
He really
is. Very funny. But everyone just says he's a little sidekick. He does stupid stuff, but he's very funny.
Little gimp. But yeah, no, that was I thought that was phenomenal of what he did. You know, because it would have been very easy too to have that happen and just be like, what the fuck, and yet no, like, nope. They champion
why aren't
them
these
and
guys
just picked up
playing?
the song.
Like, Letterman's begging them to play an encore, and they're not even budging. What's going on? Yeah.
Fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, good times. It was nice to see Letterman again, too. I haven't seen Dave in a long time.
Still alive, that guy. He's done,
let's
right?
go over
he's
a few of the other songs real quick.
Oh, sure.
Just to mention the rest of the Parquet Courts, Sunbathing Animal. Not a fan. Didn't like that one.
Oh, please.
Big Ups, Justice. Don't
Love
remember.
that Big Ups record. That's a fun one.
You got any rap on there?
Yeah, any rap?
No rap.
You had White Reaper. This is the Monument collection as well.
I thought you would like that White Reaper, by the way. I thought that's
Here's
one
the thing.
you would like.
I did like the music, but
it
was that I couldn't understand a damn thing he was saying. You know?
Look, here's the thing. Go to that White Reaper if you check it out. It's an EP. Listen to a song on there called Conspirator. That song's awesome.
Right.
It's a real good one, too. So,
but yeah, I really did like the music, and I thought for sure I was going to put it on as soon as the song started. And then he started singing, and I'm like, no.
All right.
Then we mentioned Together Pangea, Cloud Nothing's, Against Me. Oh, you had Against Me, Transgender Dysphoria Blues on Monument.
Yeah, sure.
I remember.
Sure.
Level Up, and of course they spell it LVL.
Love the Level Up. That terrible spelling, but that record's fucking fantastic. I love that record.
And the song's Medication. I like the album title, Hoodwinked.
Yeah,
Hoodwinked.
It's good.
Yeah. Radiator Hospital, Blue Gown.
Blue Gown, so good. That's the sister from Swearing. That's her twin sister singing backup vocals on that one.
Yeah, now, it's funny, Larry, because a lot of times when I'm going through these songs, the 48, sometimes I listen to the whole song, sometimes I listen to 5 seconds. And I think Modern Baseball was one of those.
That Modern Baseball song picks up in a big way. It's a fun song. It's a fun record, actually. But, it's a good record.
Ice Age, the Lord's Favorite.
Yeah, I could see you not caring for that.
For a second, I thought, this guy looks like he might be interesting. And then it was like, not so much. Fucked Up, The Art of Patrons.
Yep. Fucked Up's awesome. It's you might like it's real aggro. The guy just screams the whole time. Like, you might like that. I don't know.
It's aggro, Larry. You love the aggro. Does that mean he grows crops in the spare time?
Well, no, he's not agricultural. He's angry.
Oh.
He's
okay.
a screamer.
I like Chicago.
Yeah. And this band might have the worst.
You're a guy. I am the man who will fight for your honor. That's right, Little Satara. I think that's from Kid 3, I think, right?
2. It's from 2.
Is it 2? Is that right? I thought it was Kid 3. Maybe you're right. I guess you're right.
Definitely 2.
Now this band might have the worst name on the collection. Little Big League. Sucker.
Ooh.
Wasn't that?
I don't know. That doesn't bother me. I don't think that's that bad.
Wasn't that
wasn't like a Disney baseball movie?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, maybe you're right. Little Big League. That might be right.
Yeah, it's a terrible name.
Yeah.
All right, Celestial Shore Creation Myth. Not a fan of that.
Okay.
Connections. Ilea.
I'll tell you what. If you just FYI, since we're talking about connections, in the high five, a member of Connections is in the high five.
Wait, your crushes, or what are you talking about?
No, he's in our group.
Oh,
he plays
really?
bass in the band. Yeah. I was going to say, maybe you don't want to disparage that band. I'm a huge fan of that band. So why do you bite your fucking tongue, Mike, down?
Let me ask you
these
something.
guys sucked. I'm like, oh.
In fairness, I don't remember anything about the song. All right, Larry, go.
Brandon, over on the Facebook, I always see during your high fives, there's somebody named Cormac McCrossery or something like that. Who the fuck is Cormac McCrossery?
That is my best friend from college. He was like my little brother. Love that kid to death. He lives out in Washington State. He's a good kid. That's that's clearly not his real name, but that guy.
Well, no, I realize that. But sometimes he'll
I was one of his groomsmen in his wedding, for fuck's sake. He's yeah.
Well, I'm not ripping on him. What I'm saying is
he was one of my groomsmen. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
All I'm saying is sometimes he says things that I find that are funny or whatever, and like I think, well, I would like that, except he doesn't know who the fuck I am, and then it looks creepy for me. So I was like, well, maybe
that's fine. You're in the group. Like it. It's fine.
I mean,
he's
sometimes
very
I
funny.
just see shit he says not necessarily in that high five thing. You know, every once in a while you'll see, so somebody commented on this post, and then I'll be like, well, I like
Larry, can I say something to you? You worry too much.
Yes,
you do. Why?
Really
who cares? It's social media. No, it's fine. Go ahead and like it. You're not gonna. It's not creepy. So what? Because look, worst case scenario, if he clicks on you, it says, "Oh, let's see, friends. Oh, he's friends with Judy Blume. Okay, that's fine. Like, who cares? It's fine.
All right.
Like, don't worry about
Larry,
it. Go ahead and like it.
You are creepy, so why hide it? You know.
I know, that's what I mean. People think I'm creepy, even though I'm not creepy. Though I don't do anything to anybody.
You gotta do you. You got to do you. What a stupid fucking statement that is. But but seriously, so what? By all means, like it. You like the shit out of it.
Getting back to the list here, Guided by Voices. You love Guided by Voices.
I do love Guided by Voices. I do.
Then Chumped. We had Hot 97 Summer Jam. The New Pornographers, War on the East Coast.
Are you going to list all 80 songs?
No, 48. We're going to run through them quick. We got to give everybody the attention they deserve, Larry. Frankie Cosmos, Owen, the Orwells, Who Need You, the Wigs, Friday Night.
I bet you didn't like that one.
That song wasn't bad, actually. I remember that. Yeah. It wasn't
okay.
Bad. Yeah.
It's just a straight-up rock song. That's all it is. It's not.
Yeah, I just didn't like
fancy.
it. It's just basically written about going out on Friday night and having.
Yeah, he doesn't have a great voice either. But I've seen them live. They're a very fun live band. So
yeah, that kind of subject matter doesn't appeal to shut-ins like me and Larry.
You're like,
Brandon, how many of these bands on this list are local to your area? A lot of them, or
no? Are you kidding me? No way.
I mean, have you seen?
I live in Central Pennsylvania. No way.
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of these bands over the years?
I'd have to look at the whole list again. I have a feeling the answer is no. Because, every year more and more bands come out, and I'm like, I'm getting older, too. And, like I just said, I'm living in Central Pennsylvania. I don't get to shows like I used to. I don't get to, Guided by Voices, of course. I've seen them several times.
Over the course of your lifetime, would you say you've been to more than 4 concerts.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I've never been to an actual concert inside like a stage. I've been to like concerts in the park, that kind of thing. But actually like an actual concert with a rock band, I've never been.
That's sad. And Larry, I can tell you, I say this not in jest or like guessing. I can tell you for a fact. I think I've been to over 125 concerts at least.
Yeah, I would have guessed over 100.
Yeah. Do you remember your first concert, Cousin Brandon?
Yep, I sure do. The very first concert I went to, I was in the 6th grade. It was at the Hershey Park Outdoor Arena, and it was Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
Wow.
And I still remember seeing that and being like, "What's that smell?" And that's honest to God. Seriously, I was like, "What is that?" Yeah. And I you know what I smelled? It was marijuana.
I think it was. Oh, I thought it was Crosby.
Oh, I thought you were going to say rotten pussy, because it was probably that
David
too
Crosby.
at a show like that. But either way, yeah, no, I smelled marijuana in the air.
Oh.
And then the year after that, I went to another show, and that show was, I believe, Squeeze with the opening band of Smithereens at City Island in Harrisburg. And the year after that, in the 8th grade at City Island, I saw Bob Dylan mumble his way through 2 hours of fucking nonsense.
God,
painful. That guy sucks. I fucking hate Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan does.
I hate Bob Dylan. I think he is so fucking overrated. Jesus
I never got that either. The
no, I don't get it. I'm like, so what? He has this measles. I'm like, great, fantastic. You are good.
He should do like a duet with Sam from Different Strokes. That'd be really good.
Hey, Mr. D. Wait, say it again. Do it again.
Mr. D.
That is so goddamn good. It's one of the best impressions I've ever heard, because nobody does a Sam impression.
Oh,
man,
this guy
that's
does.
good.
It's
so good. Good on you.
All right, rounding out Monument real quick. Angel Olsen, Forgiven, Forgotten. Again, we talked about her. Easy on the eyes, Foxy. Strand of Oaks, Goshen 97. The Rural Alberta Advantage, Not Love or Death. I missed that one. We should have mentioned it for Amy Cole. Nothing, Get Well, and Ought, Today More Than Any Other Day. That rounds out.
You guys would hate that song, but that Nothing record, by the way, is a great one. I really like that Nothing record. Anyway.
Now, Ash, the slower ones. Mitski, Texas Reznikov. I don't even remember that at all.
That's a good record. Oh, it's good.
Tweens, Want You. Hey, that's the song my browser broke on, so I never listened to it. Tweens.
Oh, okay. Huh?
Yeah. Then Angel Olsen, Unfuck the World. Chad Van Galen, G-A-A-L-E-N, Van Galen.
That's a great song, that Lila. Oh, that's good. Anyway. Yeah.
Herzog, Boys Part 2.
Sure, like that one.
Hey, your buddy Connections is back with Angie.
Yay!
So
Maybe
we
my ex-wife, by the
so
way, so that kind of
gets
a strike against that song, just so you know.
Do they just make songs about girls with A's in their names? Angie and Aaliyah?
Well, it's actually Alia. That's how they say it. Alia. Yeah, which is odd. But yeah, maybe they do. I don't know.
Frankie
Cosmo.
By
the way, you know who's in the video? They made a video for Alia. And you know who's in it is, you watched the Breaking Bad. What's Jesse's friend, like, it's not Gopher. What the fuck's that? Remember his meth head friend?
Yeah.
Two friends.
Yeah.
Can't think of that guy's name. The one dude. He was a bigger fella. He's in that video for Alia.
I don't know. Yeah.
They should have got Kristen Ritter for the video.
Yeah.
Oh, like that. Like where your head's
She's going to be in a Marvel show on Netflix.
I know. I heard that.
Who's she playing? A superhero?
No, it's some like it's based on Heroes for Hire, like Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Like they're an offshoot of like someone they knew, a private investigator they used to run around with or something, I think. And she's like the private investigator.
I like her.
Now there's an Iron Fist spin-off show already?
well, from the comic books, not from the show.
Oh, okay. Because I thought they were getting a show too, Iron Fist.
Yeah, I think Iron Fist is getting. Daredevil starts April 10th, I think, or something.
Oh, this year? Oh, I didn't realize it was that quick.
It's getting to the point, though, I got to say, where, like, it's going to be, like, Spider-Man's 15th worst villain that has his own movie. You know what I mean? It's like the Librarian is going to have a movie, or, like Slipper Man. You know, like,
I just think it's funny how, like, you think of Marvel's best properties head before all this, and it was X-Men and Spider-Man, and they have the worst movies of the, I think.
It's true. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the second of the new Spider-Mans, And I will say this, I did enjoy that X-Men First Class. I thought it was quite good.
That was lame.
Oh, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Now I've not seen the Days of Future Past yet. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet either. But,
I heard tell though that Spider-Man is going to be somehow in the Avengers. Yeah,
no.
Have you heard this? That somehow they're bringing him in now into the
Nope, can't do it.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, he's not going to be a member of the Avengers, but he's going to be in. So they're bringing him into that world.
But they don't have the rights.
Yeah, they will.
I know, but that's what I hear. Right.
It sounds like they're going to be able to do it.
Larry, you've heard that for real too?
I have heard that.
Okay,
that would be
I know I'm not making this up. I heard it's going to happen.
Because the movies made from Marvel Studios are very good, so if they get the rights to Spider-Man and the X-Men, that's going to be a thing.
But apparently,
that would be nice.
It wouldn't be Andrew Garfield, from what I heard. They were going to get a new.
Oh, is that right? Weird.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Huh.
And the reason they can have Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, even though they were also mutants and X-Men, is because, like, I guess since they were in both teams.
They were in the Avengers, though, so you can do that. That's exactly right.
All right, anyway, getting back to Frank. I'm sorry, more?
Well, the other day I tweeted you out that Hit Monkey, Mike Dell. Do you know of the Hit Monkey?
I was aware of it. It's a comic book called Hit Monkey. It's been around a couple of years because I seem to recall.
Well, what is that? Why, that sounds awfully familiar. What's Hit Monkey?
It's just a monkey that's a hitman. But
he's part of there's like a threesome. I don't know what their little troops call, but they're like.
Ooh, I like it all.
Monkey assassins.
You know what we'll do is we'll get our buddy Mike L on pretty soon, and he'll talk about the Hit Monkey.
I need to come on with Mike L sometime. I want to talk to that guy.
Yeah,
he's very interesting. That guy knows his stuff.
I was supposed to go on their podcast again or something around Christmas time, but things fell through because of.
Oh, that's too bad. That would have been dynamite.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, let's get through Ash. Frankie Cosmos, Buses Splash with Rain. I think when I listened to that
one album.
What?
We only went through one album so far.
We're
on
second
track
record.
7
We're
of the
almost
second
done.
one.
Just
we're almost
slow
done.
down.
Frankie Cosmos, Buses Splash with Rain. When I listened to that, I'm like, this is just. I don't know. She's the type of girl who busts Splash with Rain. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yes, that's right. Just move on.
And then we mentioned Always, Archie, Marry Me. The Fresh and Onlys, Who Let the Devil. I don't remember that song at all either. Maybe
that's a good
devil
song.
Loud. Who?
Celestial Shore, Gloria. And that's about the fourth or fifth song just named after a lady.
After what? Okay, but let's be fair. Bands have been writing songs about women for all time.
I know. I'm just saying coincidence.
Well, and go with him. Sorry. Him. Yeah, that's right. There you go. The best.
That's the anywhere
best.
But
it's
here.
Always the best.
And Together, Pangea, Badillac.
Yeah.
Oh, that song's so good, Larry. All right.
It is.
The Royal Alberta Advantage, 4533. Joyce Maynor back. Christmas Card. Radiator Hospital, Midnight Nothing. Literature, and the song is Court Date. Court.
That's a good one.
It doesn't sound like they go together, really.
Yeah, Court/Date. All right. Against Me, Black Me Out. We talked about that. Which is kind of aggressive to be on the slow song CD.
Yeah, but the thing is, I there were some bands I like some of these songs where I'm like, I gotta fudge it a little bit so I can get multiple songs on there. So
Parquet Quartz, Uncast Shadow of a Southern Myth, and that is like the most hipster song name ever.
No, it sounds just like the Silver Jews, who I love, which is so good.
Level Up is back with I Feel Extra Natural.
That record's great too, by the way. Oh, it's so good.
A.V. Buffalo won't be around no more.
Yep.
Nothing, Guilty of Everything.
You got it.
Which is odd. And then the final track, the Silver Mount Zion Memorial Orchestra, What We Loved Was Not Enough.
Which, by the way, the longest song ever to appear on one of my mixes.
I was tired just reading the title.
Well, I'm saying it's over 11 minutes. It's a long song.
Yeah. Larry, guess how long I listened to
it? 0 minutes.
I'm going to say 11 seconds.
Yeah, I'll take the under on that. Yeah.
Oh, God damn you. All right, well.
But Brandon, another spectacular effort. And, again, thank you for introducing me to the Orwells and Together Pangea. I'm eternal.
Oh, sure. I'll be honest. As glad as I am that you're going to walk away with these two bands you love, I'd like you to walk away with 10 bands that you love. I don't.
I would like to walk away with Amy Cole and Angel Olsen as well.
You can do that, but in fact, you know what? I'll say this. Wait. You know what? Let me take a step back. I just said I'm upset that you don't love all these bands. Now that I think about it, I'm talking to a guy that loves Nirvana and the White Stripes and tells
like
the rest
bands.
of the world to fuck off. So if there's 2 bands in 1 year that you like, I've done my job.
Yeah, it's spectacular, really. I mean, there's no Cobain or Jack White connection to any of these bands, and I still like them.
No, that's right. By the way, speaking of Cobain, by the way, I think I read the other day there's a new Nirvana documentary or something else coming out.
Larry keeps tweeting about it. Larry, you seem very excited for the Kurt Cobain documentary.
Well, I tweet that so you can see it. I'm going to watch it, but it's not like I'm excited about it.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it.
What's it called, though? It's like the heck, something with
Montage
heck in it, right?
of Heck. Well, in his younger days, he made like a tape of just sounds, and he put it all together, and it was called the Montage of Heck.
Oh, okay. Now, were you aware of that before you heard about this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a freak. I'm a Cobain.
You're a fan.
I'm an aficionado. I'm a Cobain scholar. I'm looking at my
You are. That's fine.
wall right now. Yeah.
You're a Cobainiac, is what you are. That's fine.
I'm carrying my shirt right now.
Let me ask Brandon a question.
Oh, yeah! What's that?
Let me ask you a question, Brandon. Personal question.
Please.
Because I don't know if I know, but what is the wife's name? What is her name? You've been on the show.
Which one?
The current wife. Does she have a first name?
I don't know. I just call her roll over.
Did you call her the wife? You call her my lady. She's called Moxie sometimes. She's a
Mike Dell.
sometimes.
Ask Mike Dell. What's her name?
Yeah, what's her
name?
Can
I say it?
Sure.
I believe, because again, I've never been introduced to her formally, but I believe it's Michelle, right?
That's exactly right.
That's right. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's it.
She looked like a Julie to me. I thought it was Julie.
A Julie?
Yeah, Julie.
I can maybe see that. Julie. Huh.
Yeah.
I dated a Julie a long time ago, but no.
And then maybe she could be Julie Bloom on Twitter.
Oh,
that's not bad. Or Julie Brown, downtown Julie Brown.
Oh,
Take
there
the
you
Moxie
go.
Brown with the Julie. There you go. I like that indeed. Like I said, I still prefer roll over.
Yeah. So Michelle, all right.
You know
fair
what
enough.
I'm saying?
I'm picking up what you're laying down there.
Yeah, it's like sexual is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we should get her on the show. We should have Larry give you one of those newlywed tests that he gave me.
Oh, we could do that. That'd be great. In fact,
how'd that work out?
I'm sure she would do it.
It worked out great for me.
Now wait a minute. Was that a newlywed test with who shall not be named?
Yes. And
I'll be honest with you. I already forget her name. I don't know.
Let's leave it at that.
Are you gonna tell that story? When are you gonna tell that goddamn story?
Right when we get on Sirius, the Sirius radio show.
Does Brandon know the story?
Brandon knows the story.
Ah, it's a great story.
I do. It's not my place though to I don't want to pry.
No. All right.
I mean, I put it this way. It's for public consumption when Mike Dell says it's for public consumption.
And again, as soon as we get that Sirius FM or XM or whatever radio station, that'll be great. We'll put it on.
All right.
Let me ask you this, though. Speaking of which, are you wearing jeans?
No. I haven't worn jeans since.
So it's weird. So the effect is worn off. Like you're just like, I'm doing away with all of it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He wears Angry Bird flannel pajamas now.
I had those on yesterday.
Oh, Jesus. Please get the jeans on. I've heard this. Oh,
I had those yesterday. Right now I'm wearing pajama pants as well, but they're not Angry Birds.
What are they?
Just like blue and white.
Plaid?
Kinda, yeah.
I call that my I give up wear. Hey, by the way, I should have told you, by the way, last night, and now I think how far do you guys live from, is it Carlo University? Carlo
College.
University. Yeah.
Carlo College University?
Far away. Maybe about 40 minutes, Larry, right? From me? Or?
For me, probably less than that, like half hour.
Well, I didn't say anything because I thought there was no way you would go. Well, there's no way Larry would have gone because I can't imagine you would have had any interest. But Mike Dell maybe is this poet writer Brian Turner, who I'm enamored with, was reading there last night. And I was initially I was intending to go, but I'm like, man, I just have no time off of work. I just can't get out to Pittsburgh for like a night and get out there to do it. So I was going to mention
how far away are you from Pittsburgh?
3.5 hours. It's just too, it is a haul. And I'm like, I just can't do it. It's a shame. I really, really would have liked to have come seen him read, but
I would have went.
Again.
Well, you know what? Opening for him was Frankie Cosmos.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
But Larry, me and you, we got to drive. We got to meet Brandon somewhere, maybe halfway.
Yeah,
and tear down
this. Why can't? See, the problem is halfway between Harrisburg and Pittsburgh. Ugh. Like nobody wants to be. Like, where are we going to meet? Altoona? Ugh. I don't know.
Hey, our buddy Corey's near there. Yeah, so we can.
Is that where Corey lives?
Well, he's near Duncansville, which is like near Altoona. So.
Well, how far is that from you?
He's about an hour and a half from us, right, Larry?
Yeah, something like that, I think.
All right, why don't we do that? Let's make a date of it, and we'll all meet there. So what? I'll drive out there. We can all go out and get boozes.
Nice.
And we all have to wear an LCS hockey shirt. How about that?
Nice. Yeah.
What about hookers?
Let's do it.
Oh,
Right?
I'll bring the hookers. That'd be great. Yeah.
Bring the hookers. The hookers bring me.
Well, Brandon, I appreciate you coming through because I know it hasn't been an easy week for you. And
no.
So
I am. I'm very. I would stay on for the whole thing, but man, I'll be on. I am beat.
Well, we got to place a call to our buddy the Ed here in a minute.
Please, all right, go talk to the Ed. Hey, thank you for coming up with songs, for doing this again. It really is a fun time every year. I know how much Larry enjoys it. I know how much time you put into it. I know that it's a treat for Zero, the listeners, which makes it that much more fun for me. So thank you.
I love it, though. So, all right, Brandon, thanks, buddy.
I do, too.
Appreciate it.
All right, fellas, and then the immortal words of...
There he goes, Cousin Brandon.
Bye, Brandon.
And if you want to see the whole list of Brandon's best music of 2014, cousinbrandon.wordpress.com. Cousin Brandon's Mr. Hipster blog, right?
I mean, let me ask you this. It was bad enough that we had to sit through 11 of the terrible clips, but then do we have to sit through you reading all the song titles? That's
it's such a prestigious honor, Larry, when you're named to Brandon's best of. You want to make sure everyone gets their due attention.
All right. Well, why are we calling the Ed? It's already 10:30. I don't want to do a midnight show.
Yeah, well, we're going to call him now. Hopefully, the switchboard works and we get through the Ed, because we have to make an announcement about a baseball league.
Now, did you see the tweet Major Minority put out earlier tonight?
No, I did not. What did he say?
Okay, so the Ed tweeted out, just so you know going into this phone call, the Ed tweeted out last night about join our Confederate League, and if you're in the other league, you're disqualified. You can't play in the other league if you're in our league.
That's right.
Type of shit, right? You saw that?
Yeah.
Okay, so then Major Minority puts out like a screenshot of a chat he's having with the Ed saying, hey, you doing this league or not? And the Ed's like, I don't know. And then Major Minority says, well, we got to sign up soon. And then the Ed says, well, I'm in.
But when was that conversation?
I guess today.
Well, we'll get to the bottom of it with Edwin.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours ago, I think, they had this conversation.
We'll put in the call to Ed, and we'll see. But
I hope.
I'm telling you, the Ed's just fucking with him.
I don't know. You go to your Twitters and look. It looked legit. All right, hold on. Before I dial, I'm gonna go back and make sure I got the right number. Because remember last week we had problems. We got like a weird number the first time, and then like wasn't even the same number I dialed the second time. So let me just make sure, because I don't want anybody weird to answer. All right, bing bang. Okay, that's right. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try this.
Seven 0 2 7 1 5 3 0.
Coming up a weird number.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, yeah, because I talked to Ed earlier today, and I told him we'd give him a call. But, yeah, that's not really the Ed's number, so I don't know.
Yeah, it isn't.
But on Monday, we'll be announcing all the details for the Confederate Baseball League, so everyone can listen in.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Can I get in?
Yeah, I figured someone else was on the line. Larry, do you know who that is? Do you recognize that voice?
Is that 5-0?
That's 5-0. Yeah.
5-0? What's
Yeah.
up, 5-0?
I heard you breathing very loudly in the background.
I got on just as Brandon left.
Oh, good.
And I didn't want to interrupt your call to Ed.
Oh, thank you. 5-0.
Yeah.
You haven't talked to Larry in a long time. What do you want to tell Larry?
No, not too much. got a couple good movies for him to see.
Oh, because Larry likes when 5-0 calls and gives him the movie update.
Yeah,
well, what's a good movie that Larry should see?
Unbroken?
Unbroken.
Oh, pretty good, Angela. Is she in that movie? Because I'm not a
No,
fan.
she's not in it, but she did a good job on it.
Huh. Is it a
Blends
lengthy?
the past with the future and or the future with the past or whatever the hell it is, the present with the past. Anyway, she did a real good job on it. It was a real good movie.
Is it lengthy?
And then The Imitation Game is another good one.
What is that?
That's about the World War II code breakers that broke the Enigma machine. The code for the Enigma machine.
I don't even know. I've never even heard of that movie.
Yeah.
Really? Keira Knightley's in it, that Benedict Cumberbatch fellow?
Did you see Boyhood or Childhood or whatever? No, you didn't see that.
No.
Any interest in that?
No.
5-0 likes any movie with a connection to World War II. He'll watch.
No, next one we're going to see is American Sniper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything with a gun, he'll go see.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. Now 5-0, you and Larry also share a love for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh yeah, they signed that Kong guy.
Yeah, Kong. What do you think of that, Larry? That Korean hitter.
I mean, I guess it's good. I never heard of the guy until like 2 weeks ago or whatever. But at least they're making an effort to go out and get players that other teams are trying to get.
Yeah, the Pirates paid $5 million just to talk to him.
Yeah.
And I think his contract's 4 years, $4 million each. And he's a power hitter, Larry, and he hit .356 in the Korean League. But they say he's got a big leg kick and a long swing, so they're not sure how that's going to play out.
I heard. And I heard he also said he would be better than Jordy Mercer would.
Yeah, high standard.
Well, somebody asked him, he's like, "Yeah, I'll be able to play better than the guy there now, or whatever." He said something to that.
Yeah, they said they're going to try him out at short and second.
Yeah, I guess, and if all else fails, he could play first as well, I guess. But if Pedro.
I think the Ed's here.
Oh, all right, 5-0.
All right.
We got to let you go.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. There you
go.
All right,
5-0. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, 5-0 is doing well these days. He's like a new man.
That's good.
And also, he was wearing his LCS shirt the other day as well.
What color did he get?
The standard, gray.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
All right. So, Edward, are you there?
Hello.
Ed! What's up, buddy? Now, we tried to call you again, and Larry's having troubles with the switchboard or something. I don't know. Did it go to your phone?
Yeah, I seen it, but I'm driving on the freeway.
All right. Well,
I'm not on the freeway now. I'm in downtown Las Vegas.
Because what a lot of people don't realize is the Ed uses a lot of cell phones. Some are burners, so the cops can't follow them, and he just throws them away. But, all the numbers go to one place, right? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
All right.
I got 6 different numbers connected to this telephone.
Yeah, because that number that was coming back, the lady on the air was saying the voicemail, that is not a number I know, but apparently it goes to your phone. So
I don't know.
All right, fair enough. Now, there's controversy because, first of all, before we get into the controversy, Brandon was here doing his best of the music of 2014. Did you hear any songs in 2014 that you especially liked? Do you have a favorite song from the past year?
Yeah, Justin Bieber is pretty good.
Justin Bieber. All right.
Yeah, he's all right. And then Madonna, she got a song out. Yeah.
I didn't know she was still making songs. All right. Madonna and Justin Bieber. Very good.
Yeah, they do all kind of stuff, man. There's a lot of songs out there in the world that you just got to listen to. I mean, some songs that they don't even put out, you can still hear them.
Yeah. Now, Ed, we have some controversy because I said we were going to call you because we're going to make an announcement on the baseball league. And Larry broke a story for us. He's an investigative journalist. I think he used to work at the Times, Larry, right?
No, he did not.
Tell Ed what you uncovered.
I didn't uncover anything. Major Minority tweeted it to me, you, a bunch of people, that a conversation where he asked you if you were going to be in the other 30-team league, and you said, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. Things changed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It looked like it was today, because he posted it around 8.
If you look closely at the date on the bottom of the tweet, it shows 1-4-team.
Yeah,
tweeted me that.
Because up until just recently, we were going to have, we didn't care if you were in the other league, but our buddy Nalax 18 Nalaxer, he said, he declared war. So I'm like, all right, we'll have war.
All right, yeah, it is from January 4th. My bad.
Yeah, so there you go.
See, Major Minorities over there trying to give bull crap information like them North Koreans do.
Because he's desperate. He knows that league's dead now. That league's no more.
All they got over there is Major Minority, Amazing, Elevation, and the Lax and Face Ventura. 5 bums.
That's right. We've got 25 other bums in our league.
Yeah.
You already have 30 teams?
Listen.
The spots are filling up quickly.
We got about 17 already that have already approached me about being in, and I have to do some investigationizing to make sure that these people are the kind of people that we want in this league.
Yeah, we want to make sure we're associated with the right kinds of people, right, Ed?
Yeah.
Why are you
upstanding?
What?
That other league, things got ugly last year.
Well, because basically, I want to be able to have a whole bunch of starting pitchers on the same day.
That's right.
So that's why you want to switch leagues because you don't like the rules?
No, that's not why. Basically, there was an argument last year about the rule changes, and certain people who remain nameless, regular ass Tom, got a little mouthy and lippy, and I just had enough. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. So we're going to start another
here's
league.
what happened. And people like Elevation, too, because, listen, we started this league, and then new people came in and not understanding why these rules were the rules.
Yes.
And they want to change the rules. Well, guess what? Screw them.
No, they can do whatever they want now because it'll be their league and they can do whatever the hell they want.
The league, listen, I don't care. And everybody always cries. See, everybody knows that the league was formed because of me, because I'm so cool.
Well, me and you, we're both cool, I think.
Yeah, you're all right, but I'm cooler.
But
I help form that
Larry. Well, Larry can be a witness to this. When you think of the 30-team league, Larry, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Infinite amount of trade offers.
And bullshit complaining, right? Just kids crying about everything, And so we're trying to get rid of the kids that cry.
Here's my whole thing too. I mean, I was wheeling and dealing like a knucklehead, just playing around because I didn't think the league was going to last. And I keep telling people this because in the first year, I was pretty much unstoppable till the finals.
Yeah, who beat you?
I think you did. But what I'm saying is that I'm always, and even my team now, everybody laughs about, oh, your team sucks, Ed, your team sucks. And guess what? I won my division.
Well, I didn't beat you in the finals. I beat you in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, something like that.
Brandon's music in the 30 fucking team baseball league.
It's your favorite
This is the worst show ever.
Now, Larry hates Brandon's music in the 30-team baseball league, so he doesn't like the show. But Larry, we're putting this new league together, the Confederate Baseball League. We're going to announce all the rules and everything on Monday. There'll be cash prizes. It'll be dynamite.
Yeah.
Now, but Larry, here's your chance to get back in. We will save you a spot. The 30-team baseball league.
Oh, no, not a chance. Not a chance.
But Larry, signing you would be a big deal. It'd be like the NWO bringing in Hogan,
It's too much, man. There's too many. It's too much. It's too much.
Why?
It's because I don't want to draft every guy in the majors. I don't follow it that much.
Well, you're going to have to.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to be in it, so I don't have to pay attention that close.
No, you're in.
I'm out.
Well, we're going to have an independent judge rule on controversial trades. Would you like to be involved as the independent judge, Larry?
No.
No, listen. And the trading deadline has to be And we've got to secure this trading deadline, not to be where people can trade the last 2 weeks of the season. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We'll work it out.
Pretty. Yeah,
I hear the Rules Committee is meeting tonight and all day tomorrow, and they'll figure it out.
I got to get a grassroots canal in my teeth.
What? A grassroots canal? I don't even know what that means.
He's got to get a root canal.
Oh, okay.
He's saying grassroots.
Because because the grassroots in my teeth is all messed up. Because I got me what you call a crown in my mouth.
Uh-huh.
And I was eating a Tootsie Roll a couple months ago.
Oh, that's trouble.
Bam! And then that Tootsie Roll ripped that crown right out my mouth.
Yeah,
so then I got to go back to the dentist. Huh?
Yeah, Tootsie Rolls will do that. They're dangerous.
Yeah. Well, I was mad, too, because I was blaming I didn't realize that my tooth had fell out of my mouth.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what is this? I'm blaming the store and everything. And then the lady goes, is that your tooth? And I, rub my tongue on the back of my mouth and go, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, well, I guess I can't sue you for that.
Have you ever had a grassroots canal yet?
No, I'm scared.
I've had 2 of them.
How they feel?
Nowadays, it's not that bad. The first one I had, I was 17 or 18, and it was brutal. I had to go to back to the dentist 5 times, and it was just awful. But the recent one I had, they do it in a half hour and they're done. It's not that big a deal.
Really? Well, maybe I'll get 2 of them.
Yeah, while you're there. Yeah.
Because this thing is making my ear ache too.
Yep. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah.
Yeah, this is messed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What do you guys think about the Colts going to the Super Bowl?
Larry, any predictions on the Colts going to the Super Bowl?
They're probably not going to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they'll probably lose.
Yeah, they win 36-33 over the Patriots.
Did you roll the dice, or are you just saying that?
I hope Indy wins, but I don't think they will.
And the Packers is going to beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep.
I'm going to say that it'd be 34-21.
34-21.
I don't know. We'll have to see what happens on that one, man. Because
see what the dice say over the weekend.
Yeah, and the dice are usually pretty goddamn close half the time.
What did football
they usually are half the time.
Hey, guess who? I've seen Zach Rosenfeld over at Caesar's Palace 3 times this year.
The Blue Horseshoe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, that guy's so boring.
Larry, what kind of reaction is that to the Blue Horseshoe?
He's so dull.
He always wears his Oklahoma stuff. Oh, him and all his Oklahoma buddies.
Yeah.
It was funny because, he didn't know I was going to be there, and I didn't know he was going to be there. And I'm standing in line, and this guy walks by me, and I see him. I said, hey, man, ain't you Zach? He's like, yeah. I said, man, it's Ed. He's like, oh, shit, Ed, what you doing?
Remember the Ed when you went head-to-head with his evil computers, and you're like John Henry, the still-driving man? You beat his computers?
Yeah. He don't know. That guy don't know nothing, man. All that stuff, even the dice, it's all based on stuff that's already happened.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But,
all that does is mean that if it does happen how the dice does, that means they just actually played the form. But very rarely do teams play the form.
Yeah. Yeah, statistics. Everyone loves statistics, but they're all just bullshit when you get right down to it.
It was funny. The other day, the Pat Knight calls me.
Oh, your buddy Pat Knight.
Yeah, he's a scout for the Pacers now. So he's over there talking, and he's in a staff meeting, and he calls me.
He's a scout for the Patriots?
Pacers.
The Pacers,
Oh,
man.
the Pacers. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's a scout for the Pacers, and so me and him had talks about different statistics and all this other stuff. And he calls me during his staff meeting and wants me to tell his people what I think about analytics.
Nice.
And I said, analytics is stupid.
They're just a really desperate attempt for people who don't understand the sport to put it in terms that they can understand.
You talking about like run count and that shit?
Advanced analytics, like in hockey, Corsi and all that bullshit.
Oh, that kind of stuff. Oh, okay.
You know, it's so stupid because listen, like, and the Pat was telling me that the Pacers only have one analytics fella on their staff, but the average NBA team has 4 analytic people on their team making decisions on who to draft, who to pick up, who to play, all this shit.
It's so absurd. Every NHL team has an analytics department now, and they hired all these bloggers who are just stat nerds. They hired them and they gave them paying jobs now as analytics experts. And basically, most of them don't know half the hell what they're talking about. I was going to do an article about analytics last summer, and I got busy with my graduation and whatnot in that magazine. But I talked to 2 of the leading analytical people, or 3 of them, like the top of the latter guys, and I just asked them some questions about, why does Corsi even matter? And I asked them, and in the answers, it was painfully apparent they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
They don't know.
No concept of hockey. They know math. No. They know none about how to play the game of hockey. None. Zero.
And they don't know how to do basketball either, man. They're like, oh, this guy shoots in this situation, this percentage, and all this. I'm like, okay, so you're like, it was funny because they were saying, like, I guess somebody was doing some kind of analytical diagnosis or something, and they said, oh, yeah, you should never have Dirk Nowitzki in the game at crunch time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
what? Yeah. So,
made no sense. And then analytics people thought that Jay Cutler was a great quarterback.
Yes. And that the Red Sox didn't need a closer back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got sports aren't played on paper. There are other things come into it. The statistics, like it actually does matter, like the person's character and their ability, their desire. Those intangibles actually do matter. They matter. But anyway. So the Ed. Well, it's nice to see that you're still talking to Pat Knight. What else have you been doing?
Just going on my tours and stuff, and running around town, making my bets and all that other stuff.
And how's the gambling going? Have you been lucky lately?
No.
Hey, the Ed, how about I won $200 on the nickel slots at the Rivers Casino?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you ever play the nickel slots?
No, I don't goddamn nickels. I play dollars, man.
Yeah.
The other day I went and played $1,000 on video poker. And
Larry likes video poker.
I played the $5 machine, so each hand was a $25 hand.
Oof.
Yeah. That takes some balls right there.
Yeah, it does.
How'd that work out?
I lost it.
Larry, how do you usually play the video poker? Like, how much do you usually?
I usually play the quarter machines when I was out in Vegas, and I think what's the max? Like $1.25. At least it was when I was out there.
Yeah. 5 quarters.
Yeah, that's usually what I played, 5 quarters a hand.
No.
That's like the standard. That's usually what most people play.
I'm at a video poker tournament February 9th to the 11th at the Rio Hotel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can anyone join, or is it exclusive? Or?
What you said?
Well, who can join this tournament? Anyone? Or?
No, you have to be invited, and I have been invited.
Oh, well, you're running it, or you just joined it? I thought you were running it.
No. I'm playing in it. It's $150,000 as a winner.
Oh,
that's pretty
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got to get out to Vegas.
Yeah, and then, my buddy assistant coach, he is going to be in town a couple of days after that to play in a $100,000 slot tournament.
Wow. Now
the Ed,
Larry and I are still theoretically planning to go to Vegas this summer, Larry. Is that right, this summer?
This summer, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you'll show us the town, right? You'll put us up, show us the town. We get the room with the baby and stuff, right? Like, we'll hang out with him.
Yeah, I don't care what we do. It don't matter to me.
Nice.
We can always do stuff. If we don't do stuff, that means other people will be doing it.
Who's going to do it if we don't do it?
I don't know.
It won't get done. Yeah, probably. All right, Ed. Well, again, we're almost out of show, but the 30-team Confederate Baseball League, Monday, the details will be announced. If you're listening to this podcast and you want to be in the league, and compete against the Ed, myself, Larry, you can.
I'm not going to be in
it. Reach out to me on the Twitters at Michael Paudell or at Ed from Vegas, right, on Twitter.
Yeah, because the Ryan, he said he's going to be in it, and he's going to be the Canadian team.
Yeah.
And then...
But listen to some of these celebrities we have in the league, Larry. Ed.
Oh yeah. Well, no. Here's what we're gonna do. This is how cool this league's gonna be. That was the first announced name was the Ryan. But starting on Monday, every day I'm going to announce a new member of the league.
Oh, so I shouldn't give away anything now?
No, don't tell nobody nothing, because there are some people who are in the 30-team league that don't want their names to be disclosed, but it'll be like NWO, NWO, That's
right, Larry. That's the Confederate League's motto. What is it? Yeah, we're doing some NWO kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Don't you want to be part of the NWO, Larry?
No, I really don't. And I think maybe people are embarrassed, and that's why they don't want to be.
No, we're keeping it all top secret, so they can walk out and drop the old belts in the garbage can.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, man. Hey, listen, I got breaking news for you kids.
Oh, all right.
Tomorrow night, the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World is going down.
This is a good story, Larry. I heard this earlier.
Deontay Wilder versus Bermain Stiverne. And Bermain Stiverne is the WBC Heavyweight Champion.
I never heard of either.
He is promoted by none other than Don, only in America, King.
Yeah.
Now, if Bermain Stiverne defeats Deontay Wilder, there is an offer on the table for Bermain Stiverne to defend his WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world against Iron Mike Tyson.
How about that, Larry? 48-year-old Mike Tyson might get back in the ring.
That's different.
How great would that be? How great would that be? To see the greatest heavyweight of our time back in the ring again.
And I asked the Ed, well, isn't Mike Tyson really out of shape? But the Ed, you said no, he's in good shape again, right?
No, he's pretty good in shape now.
Yeah. Pretty good in shape.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that would be all right.
Because when we were young, Larry, George Foreman won the title, and everyone said how old he was. He was like 40, 42, 41, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And Tyson, 48.
No, he was 45. He was 45.
Oh, 45. So, yeah, how about that? He's going to be the champ at 48.
No,
I forgot my loot.
Would you rent that pay-per-view?
Oh, I'd watch that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that would be like a 200. That would be like a 2 million people pay-per-view.
Hey, the last UFC, John Jones or Daniel Cormier did about 800,000. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's about. And then, did you hear the story with this thing with Johnny Jones?
Yeah, Larry, you know John Jones got positive for cocaine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so John Jones went to rehab. Now, do you know that he left rehab after 1 day of being in rehab?
I did know that, yeah.
Now, do you know what he told Dana White in the UFC about that when they questioned him about why the hell is he not staying in the rehab?
He said, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
No. He told them, you guys just told me I had to go. You didn't say how long I had to stay.
Dana White's saying that when the truth comes out,
I did what you told me.
Dana White's saying, like, he's trying to make it sound like it's an outpatient thing or something and everything's cool. But, yeah, so we'll see what happens. But,
so what do you think's going on for real?
That John Jones is a jerk.
Well, hey, he's an independent contractor, so how can they make him go to rehab?
Well, if he ever wants to fight for them again. You know.
Are you eating?
Well, mhm.
Larry loves when you eat.
Mhm. Why? You want a bite?
I mean, honest to God, you've only been on the show for like 10 minutes. You couldn't have just waited?
He got hungry.
The show's over.
Yeah. All right, Ed. Well, we'll let you go so you can enjoy your... What are you eating, by the way?
Pizza Hut.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's stomach
All right,
ache
buddy.
city right there.
Well, I'm sure we'll be in discussions with the Rules Committee this weekend, and we'll work stuff out. But Monday, Confederate Baseball League. Get ready, Larry. It's gonna take over.
I'm not doing your baseball league. Anybody listening
All right, Ed.
who's getting in the league, there's no Larry.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, Ed.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
There you go, Ed. It's gonna be great, Larry.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to spoil things. I know. Well, no, the Ed doesn't want me to reveal, but we got some big hitters in this league. You know what I'm saying?
I doubt that.
Big hitters.
I do not think so. I'm
Pretty
sure you're
exciting.
counting like Matt Sikorsky and Jim Iovino as big hitters, but I'm sure
Maybe.
that's not the case.
It's gonna be
case.
exciting stuff.
No, I prepared a whole top 11 list of worst songs of the year, but I'm not doing another,
Oh, I didn't know you had anything.
You told me to are you going to do the worst songs of the year? And I was like, yeah.
But you were like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it. And I was like, well, you can just run through them real quick. And you're like,
yeah.
But
and
you
I was
didn't cut
like,
up
all
clips
right.
and everything. Did you
No,
cut
I
up clips
did
or
not.
anything?
No.
Well, here, we'll go through the songs. Do them real quick.
All right, real quick, Mike Dell. Number 11,
Larry's
Timber.
11 worst songs of 2014.
Yeah. Timber. That's
Number 11 is Timber.
Yeah, that's Pitbull and the Kesha. That's the
Yeah.
song that Daryl made Thinner off of to
That's
mock
right.
my bald head. Number 10, Fancy by Iggy Azalea, that nasty pig. Number 9, Stay With Me. It's by a guy named Sam Smith, and he sings in a very high falsetto, and he just whines and cries in it like a little bitch. Number 8 is this song called Rude by a band called Magic, and it's kind of like white guy reggae where this dude wants to marry this guy's daughter. And
I don't like it already.
Yeah, it's awful. It's real, real bad. Number 7, a song called Habits by Tove Lo. And it's this girl that's got to stay high all the time because she's breaking up with her boyfriend. But basically, she eats her dinner in the bathtub, and then she pukes in the bathtub later on. Number 6
Wait,
is a song.
and that's the song. That's the song. She gets high, pukes in the bathtub.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Really tells a story.
Yeah, it really does. Number 6.
Well, Larry, we should say, like Brandon, you listen to at least 1,800 songs, and you whittle it down to like your worst 300 or so, and then you go. That's how you do it, right? Or do you?
Yeah. Because once again, Daryl at the work, young kid, he loves his pop music. He won't admit it. He says it sucks, but he won't turn the station. So I'm forced to hear this shit all day, unless I put the iPod in or whatever. But so I hear a lot of bad music. Number 6, Mike Dell, a song called Trumpets by Jason Derulo. And there's a lot of trumpets in it. It's real stupid. It's real. The lyrics are real.
It would have been
corny
great if
and
the song
cheesy.
was called Trumpets, nothing but clarinets.
Yeah, no, there's trumpets all through it. It's horny. Horrible. Number 5, Mike Dell, song called Don't Tell 'Em by Jeremiah featuring YG. And basically what this song is this dude is banging this broad, but apparently the broad is with another guy. So this dude doesn't want the girl to say anything to the boyfriend. Like he's like scared. Like, listen, dude, if you're gonna take that step and be with this girl, be prepared to get your ass kicked. But like all he kept saying is like, you ain't even got to tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. You ain't even got to tell him. Don't tell him. Like, don't be a bitch, dude. Just take your beating and move on with your life. Number 4, Mike Dell, is "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift. I'm sure
you love Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, I love Taylor Swift. But I'm sure even you have to know this song, Mike Dell.
I only heard it because of that SNL bit they did.
Oh yeah, Swift-a-mean.
Yeah, you love that.
I don't like Taylor Swift. I know I don't. Number 3 on the list, Mike Dell, is "Problem," and this is Ariana Grande featuring Iggy Azalea. Yay,
wow.
Iggy Azalea again. Ariana Grande's horrible, Mike Dell. She's the worst. She's another one of these, she's kind of like a little young Mariah Carey, but she refuses to move her lips when she sings. And so she kind of
I've never heard
like,
any of her songs. I know she's Frankie Grande's sister, and
yeah.
that she's cute when I see pictures. I'm like, oh, that's a cute girl.
No, she's not cute.
Oh, all right.
But she's a terrible, terrible singer. Like, honest to God, like she kind of mumbles, and she doesn't enunciate words. Every word kind of runs together. You don't really know what the fuck she's saying. And then Iggy Azalea, she's mush mouth. Who the fuck knows what that girl's saying? Song's horrible. Number 2, Mike Dell, Black Widow. Once again, Iggy fucking Azalea's on the radio all goddamn summer. This time she's got Rita Ora, who, if I swear, for the first 2 months of this song being on the radio, I thought it was Beyonce. She sounds exactly like Beyonce.
I
Rita
think
Ora.
when they were on, when Iggy Azalea was on SNL, I think that they did that song and that lady was on there with her.
Yeah, yep. And they did do it on there. And the thing I really hate is the lyrics are so stupid in this song. But there's like one verse later on in the song where Iggy Azalea, like, she's trying to be all like hard and do her super fast raps, but she goes out of time in the music, and it just sounds amateurish. Like, it's almost she's trying to get too many syllables over the beats, and it's not working right, especially with like the time she kept up until that point, and it's just like she chops it all up at the end. It's just horrible. I don't know. I'm not breaking down any more Iggy Azalea music. And number 1, Mike Dell, coming in number 1, worst song of the year, 2014. You know I'm all about that bass. No treble. Worst song. At least the 96 one that's constantly on at work. At least you would hear that 6-7 times a day. From 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. I would hear it at least 6 or 7 times a day. And
that song is brutal.
Oh, it is brutal. Nowadays, I only hear it maybe twice a day because this girl has another song about, I know you're lying, your lips are moving. Like, everything's like 50s with this girl. Like, it's another 50s-sounding, doo-woppy kind of song, and it's like, I don't know, lady, it's just not working for you. But that all about the bass. They shoved that up my bass all last year. That's all I'm going to say. Good God. So that's the worst songs of 2014.
Yeah. It's a pretty good list. Good job, Larry. Yeah.
No.
Iggy Azalea's on there twice, I think. But
3 times.
3 times?
Yeah. 10, 3, and 2.
Wow.
10, 2. Here's another thing. I don't know. Have you noticed these? I tweeted out a couple of them during the week. It was like a superhero battle.
I saw you did something like that. Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Like, I think one was Batman versus Deadpool, and maybe one was Batman versus Wolverine.
Yeah, I didn't. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
You didn't watch these by chance?
Did you tweet out something about like a fan made a movie trailer like combining DC?
Yeah, that was Marvel versus DC. Yeah,
I saw that thing.
Something different. Anyways, listen, Mike Dell, go whenever you got an hour or half hour or something. Go on the YouTubes and YouTube up Superpower Beatdown. Okay. And what
I may have seen one of these. I think I saw one between Batman and Darth Vader.
Yes. Yeah, they do. Yeah, that is one of them. But they have a bunch of them, and they're very well done. They're very
that's what I was going to say. Like, it was like top-notch Hollywood stuff. And who's making these?
I don't know. It's just some guy and his buddies. But obviously they're out in California. They obviously have a budget because the costumes are they might not be movie grade, but they're right there. You know what I mean? It's very well done. Special effects are very good in it. The scenery's very good. It's not 2 guys in their garage with a black curtain behind them. I mean, it's very well done.
And that Darth Vader Batman one, it was well done, but it was really great because Darth Vader kills Batman, and I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, because let's be honest. When we get to the bottom of everything, like who's the baddest superhero? If you really want to get technical about it, Mike Dell, now that Disney owns Marvel or whatever, technically Darth Vader would kill all those motherfuckers.
Not all of them. Like,
please.
Charles Xavier would kill him. Charles Xavier would kill him.
No, the Force is
Charles
stronger
Xavier.
than
He
anything.
can just burn his mind in 1 second. Boom, your mind's gone.
No, come on.
Yep.
Professor X against Darth Vader? No way.
Professor X could take his head out. He couldn't beat the Silver Surfer. I mean, that's like another level. He couldn't beat Thor. He couldn't beat Superman. He couldn't beat those guys.
Dude, he could beat them all at the same time. He's Darth Vader.
Well, what's he going to do to the Hulk?
I'll tell you what he's going to do to the Hulk. He's going to cut him in half with the lightsaber.
Well, what's he going to do to Superman? He can't cut Superman.
He's going to cut him in half with a lightsaber.
What's he going to do to the Silver Surfer?
He's going to cut him in half. Cut him in half.
He has no chance.
Either way, go watch some of these superpower beatdowns, and I'll tell you what. There's a couple of them. The Wolverine versus the Batman one.
Oh, Wolverine should win that one too, but he's probably not. I bet Batman wins that one.
I'm not even going to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
You go watch and see what happens. But I'll tell you this
Batman
much.
will come up with some sneaky little trick to convert or to get around his healing factor or something. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, at the end of that video, Michael, hot girl pillow fight. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a hot girl pillow fight at the end. Because apparently, like some of the videos, what they do at the beginning is they'll be at a Comic-Con or they'll just be like a group of 4 people, and they'll be like taking sides, like, well, so-and-so is going to win because they have this power and that power, and then like they give the counterpoint. So in the Batman versus the Wolverine one, like the 2 guys, you know, they go one way, the 2 girls go the other way, and then like, you know, the girls end up losing the bet. And they got a pillow fight at the end, and they're pretty cute. And I'll tell you this, too, Mike Dell. In the Batman versus Deadpool one, which is also very good. Deadpool is very awesome. I love Deadpool. But in that video, at the beginning, throughout the early parts of the video, there's a Catwoman in there. Like, Deadpool has her tied up in a chair, and she is smoking hot, dude. Smoking hot Catwoman.
I will report back on
this.
Super
sexy Catwoman outfit, dude.
Because I like comic books, I like superheroes, I like fights, and I like hot chicks dressed as superheroes. So,
yeah, like a lot of cosplay girls and stuff.
Oh, cosplay, yeah. Tremendous.
Yeah. So I would definitely check it out. I mean, they're not great, but for little fan movies, or I don't even know. Like, once again, maybe this is a production company that has a lot of money or whatever, but they're very well done.
Yeah.
Superpower
Mike Yell
beatdown.
posted an article a few weeks back about, I guess people are within the comic book community are mad at cosplayers because
why?
Or one of the comic book writers or something was furious over cosplayers because he says they don't really respect comic books; they just go to dress up in wacky costumes. But I'm of the school that I don't care, you know, as long as.
I'm under the school of, you know, whatever it takes to get you to read my comic book. I don't care if you're reading it just to get costume fucking designs. I don't give a fuck. You still bought it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's one. But I just don't care because it's like cute girls in costumes.
Yeah, well, most of the time. I saw that Harley Quinn recently, and it really hurt me a little bit.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
but,
it really was.
Have you been watching anything else of importance besides Superhero Beatdown? Anything else?
I've also been watching epic rap battles of history on the YouTubes, which are also very funny. I posted one of those the other day, Edgar Allan Poe versus Stephen King. It's very good. It's very, very good.
Now,
other than
what
that,
about, I saw... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say...
Well, I saw your buddy Weird Al was on TV with that show Gallivant or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I did see he was going to be in that. I don't know, did that start?
Yeah, I think it did.
Oh, yeah. That's how in tune I am. It looks, I don't know.
Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've just been watching The Wire. That's pretty much all I've been watching. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been watching some Antiques Roadshow. I love that show, Mike Dell. Listen.
You're so old.
Antiques Roadshow is Pawn Stars without that annoying fucking Rick giggling over every little fucking bad pun he makes. Antiques Roadshow, like, they just get to the meat and potatoes. This is the piece. Here's what we know about it. Here's what it's fucking worth. There's no haggling. There's no Chumley and Shoe story, side story going on, or Corey and his motorcycle. Nope. Just, I got this piece of art. I got this statue. I found this ring. My grandfather gave me this watch, and it's very well. It's very informative, and I learned something. And it's calm, and it's very well organized, and I feel relaxed when I watch the Antiques Roadshow. And there's no commercials.
Very well organized.
Yeah.
That's what I look for in a TV show. Is it well
Yeah.
organized?
Yeah, it's calm. It's not hodgepodgey.
Yeah, I watched another episode of Agent Carter last night.
Oh yeah, how's that?
She's still foxy as hell. What can I say?
But the show not so good. That's what I've heard.
No, the show's good. I don't know
really?
the show. Yeah, I think the show's good.
Oh, that's
again, it's an 8 o'clock on ABC kind of thing, so it's not going to be like The Wire or Boardwalk Empire, but it's good.
Yeah. That's about it. I've been playing a lot of GTA lately.
I noticed that you were posting selfies of the guy, and even in your GTA existence, Larry, you still don't show your face.
No, I don't.
You always have a mask on, or you're making fun of Amy Colener scarves. I think in your selfie you had a scarf wrapped around your face. Right?
I did have a scarf. It's winter. I'm keeping warm. And you know what the sad part is under the mask I got face paint on.
I have another mask.
Yes, I'm double masked. But the reason I posted that picture was apparently that car that I'm standing in front of, they say it's real hard to get online. Like it's one of the hardest cars you can find online. So
you have it?
I found it. Yeah, I found it yesterday. I watched a video. Like I was just like, I need shit to do. So I was looking up rare cars, and according to this video I was watching, this guy says this is the hardest car to get online. So he shows you how, like, the way you're supposed to do it, and he's like, you can do this 20, 30 times, and you might not ever see this car. Well, I did it twice, and there it was, and it took me about 5 minutes, and I got it, so I took a picture of it. But here's the car right now. I brought it up on the show before, but there's a Thelma and Louise car on Grand Theft Auto. And
you are a big Thelma and Louise fan.
I'm not even a fan of it. I just want the car because you can only get it
like when you say that, I'm picturing in my mind like an old red convertible.
Yes, it's rusty. Right. It's an old, an old 50s looking car with no hood. It's a convertible, of course. And what happens is at 1900,
no roof.
Yeah, there's no roof. Yeah. So at 1900 on the map, up in this certain place in the mountains, this car spawns. With what happens is, it'll just appear, and then there'll be cop cars behind it. And within a couple seconds of it appearing, it takes off and drives off the fucking mountain, just like it does in Thelma and Louise. And it does this. It's supposed to do it every 1900, on the clock, but it doesn't. And what happens is not all. It doesn't always happen. So to get back to 1900 again, you're talking about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So I've been doing a lot of just standing on a mountainside waiting for the time, and I just watched The Office and stuff. And I've had the car.
Sounds like an exciting game.
I want this car because it's hard to get, and I've had it twice. I've been in it 2 times, and both times I fucking died, and I can't get the goddamn car. So
how are you supposed to, once you're in it, how are you supposed to not die then?
Well, there's different ways to do it. The guy in the video, he drove it over the side of the mountain, and you fall a long way. But when he landed with the tires up. Well, when I landed on the roof, and I exploded. So I thought, here's what I'm going to do this time. What I did is I stood across the mountain range, and I killed the driver of the car. I sniped the driver.
Would that be Thelma or Louise?
I don't know. I never saw that movie, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I never saw it either. I like Gina Davis, though. No.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But so I killed the driver with the sniper rifle so the car doesn't take off. And then what I started doing was I started killing all the cops that were around. So then I run over and I get in the car. So the problem is as I'm coming back down the mountain, it's a very narrow path. You're up in this hiking trail, basically, and the car's real wide, and it doesn't steer well, and the cops are after me, and they're bumping into me, and they ended up killing me. So 2 times I've been in it, and I couldn't get it. Now, Daryl, what we were going to do, we had this whole plan where I was sitting on top of the mountain waiting for the car, and he went and got a helicopter, and I was going to get in the car, and he was going to pick me up. There's a certain helicopter called a cargo bob, and it's got a big hook on the bottom. So what he was going to do, as soon as I got in the car, he was going to just sweep by and pick me up and just, fly me away, and I don't have to bother with the cops or driving down the goddamn mountainside.
Sounds like a perfect plan.
Yeah, but of course the car didn't fucking spawn at 1900 at that time, and I was like, I can't wait 45 minutes. I got to put together a top 11 list of worst songs. So I'll get it. I'm getting that.
And again,
car
this is why you can't monetize the podcast. You're very busy.
I'm very busy. I got that. I
Even
got a
Daryl,
dune buggy today that doesn't have a body
car.
to it. It's these are important things to me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time. Now, have you been playing any other games, or is it all just?
I haven't been playing too much. I've been mostly GTAing right now. I beat the Battlefield game. I haven't been playing wrestling too much, so I've just been playing GTA and watching The Office on Netflix.
Hey, in wrestling news, Macho Man going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was Lanny that didn't want him in the Hall of Fame for the longest time.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I read an article, like, it was him that didn't want to do it because he said that he wanted his dad to go in as well. I guess his dad was a famous wrestler, like Alexander Popov or something, or Poffo. And, he wanted the dad, and he's like, well, you can't put Macho Man in unless you put the dad in. But he said after all these years, it's not fair to the fans and all that jazz. And so
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So they're going with the Macho Man.
Because when Macho goes in, you always talk about the dad, to make
yeah.
sense. But
ooh, yeah.
Yeah, the Macho Man. Now I heard that Hogan is going to give the induction speech. Is that right?
Yeah.
That seems weird.
It does seem weird. I seem to be the only one that thinks that that's weird, though.
I think it's real weird because I don't think they liked each other.
No, I mean I know I've heard Hogan say that they made up towards the end and stuff, but then I've heard that that's bullshit too.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not. I'm surprised Lanny. Well, I'm sure Lanny has to have approval of who does the speech, right?
I would imagine. Well, maybe not though. He might not have any say on that. He accepted the invitation or whatever. Lanny did, but Hogan's doing the induction.
Yeah, I just assumed Lanny would do the speech as well. But
I thought maybe Ricky Steamboat would be a good option.
Oh, that would be a good one too. Yeah.
Because some would argue
that's
they had the greatest match in the history of wrestling. A lot of people say that, that 60-minute match or whatever. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I saw it that night.
When you watched it, did you think it was... Because the ending's kind of lame when you think about it.
I don't even remember. I was young. I don't even really remember.
I think it was just like one of those surprise roll-up deals.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
But even
so, I wasn't a fan. I don't think I ever saw it start to finish, but I remember seeing the end of it, and I was like, that's really the end, how it ends?
Yeah.
Unless I'm remembering it wrong. Yeah.
But, I don't know, Hogan. I don't know. It's weird. Can't do Elizabeth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't do Sensational Sherry. She's gone. They're all gone, Mike, though.
Right. Yeah, that's why I thought Leaping Lanny would have been the guy to do it.
Yeah, you would think. Is it like he doesn't have enough, he wasn't popular enough? Do you think it's almost like, you got Leaping Lanny to do this?
Maybe he doesn't want to do it. Maybe he's not comfortable doing it. But I mean, you're a wrestler. You're usually comfortable doing speeches.
Yeah, you would think, especially poetry on a frisbee.
Yeah. Yeah, he should read the speech on frisbees and throw them into the crowd.
That would be awesome. Yeah, after every card, just throw it out into the crowd. The whole thing rhymes. That would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Good time.
No.
All right, Larry, are we done here? I think we're done.
I hope so.
All right.
All right,
thanks to Cousin Brandon.
Yep.
Thanks
at
for the Ed.
Judy Bloom.
Yeah, at Judy Bloom and cousinbrandon.wordpress.com for the best music of 2014. And thanks to the Ed and the Confederate Baseball League Monday. Be there. Let us know if you want to be in it. And Larry will be there. He's going to love it. You're going to be standing there on the podium when we do the press conference, right?
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely be. I'll be taking photos and everything.
And next week, our buddy Alan Woody Woodman, he's going to teach us how to make crystal meth.
Nice.
Yeah, so get your beakers ready.
I will.
And your rubber gloves, and it'll be a good time. And then in 2 weeks, Larry, I guess your buddy Brian, is that right?
Yeah, new guy Brian, yeah.
New guy Brian. Now, he seems very eager to do the show.
He does?
Yeah, not like Daryl, who, like, it seems like if you've already booked Brian, like you were just saying, hey, I think we're going to get Brian on the show at some point, and boom, he's booked.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's eager to do it. I kind of, like, coerced him into doing it a little bit. But, like, he would fit in well, Mike Dell. Like I said last week, he's very into conspiracy theories, and he's very into comic books.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, so we can talk all kinds of, like, the normal shit. He doesn't watch sports so much, but...
Maybe I could do a list of top 11 comic book conspiracies.
There you go. And once again, remember the salt on the food?
Oh, yeah. He was in the Army, and they made him salt everything. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I looked around, and I couldn't find anything remote. Just everyone ties it to saltpeter, but you said it wasn't saltpeter, right?
That's what he said. He said they used saltpeter in the food, but whatever this was, they had to put it in everything. I don't know. Maybe it was. Who knows? But Mountain Dew with salt in it?
Yeah, that's odd. Yeah.
Because he said right after they stopped, like after they made him stop taking it, like teeth started falling out and stuff.
Whoa.
And they asked him like he said like when he went to the dentist, they asked him, "Are you in the Army?" And he said, "Yeah." And they said, "Yeah, we thought so. We see a lot of this."
Now that's a conspiracy.
Yeah. So look into that, Mike Dell.
Yeah.
Army salt.
Yeah, good times.
All right, Mike Dell.
All right, Larry.
We'll be back next week. Oh, at Michael Paul Dell or michaelpauldell.com for all your editing needs.
Yeah.
Yep, all your editing needs.
And maybe some good news on the horizon too, Larry, in terms of stuff. So.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll get you to finish that magazine.
Maybe
that's the big news.
Expect an announcement maybe next week.
Yeah, magazine's all done. All right, guys. I don't know who the guys are. I don't know why I fucking said that. All right, Mike Dell, we'll be back. Until then, pass the gin, Governor.
You know that I am called the Count because I really love to. Sometimes I sit and all day, but sometimes I get carried away. I slowly getting faster. Once I start it's very hard to stop. Hey, faster, it is so exciting. I could forever until I drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I love whatever the amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's the song of the Count. I the spiders on the wall. I the cobwebs in the hall. I the candles on the shelf. When I'm alone, I myself. I slowly getting faster. Once I start it's very hard to stop. Faster, it is so exciting. I could forever until I drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I love whatever the amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's the song. Oh, the Count.
Thank you very much.